All right, going to be live streaming as well, and starting that right now.
It's your cherry almond tart.
Hey. Yeah.
I know. I was gonna ask. Does Zilch get downtime too? I know he wasn't here, but does he get that?
It would have been sort of over by the time you guys get back.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys are currently about 40 miles north of Saltmarsh. You've headed past Burl into Silverstand. And you're traveling this way because Eleander Fireborn, the captain of the guard, had told you guys about a patrol that he sent out to Burl and to the drowned forest that has not returned. He fears the worst, and he'd posted a notice on the notice board at the Hall Watch Tower asking for any adventurers to search for them. So you guys decided, with a bit of spare time, you guys decided to take that offer up. You guys traveled from Saltmarsh to Burl, and you found a fortification there with very heavily armed soldiers. They are Saltmarsh's last line of defense from the dangers that come from the drowned forest. When you're at Burl, you spoke to the commander there, and you'd received a quest actually from her, asking you guys to find this sleeping giant troll if you headed into the drowned forest. It was a similar sort of just a notice board sort of quest. You guys met with the commander there and conversed with her for a little bit, and she just sort of told you if you're looking to go into the drowned forest, you should definitely stop by Silverstand. There is an elven village in which you'd want to sort of speak to someone to get a guide. It's very dangerous. It's very rough terrain. So you guys continued on. She did say that the patrol had passed through here and headed into the drowned forest and have not returned, but she doesn't know where they are. So then keep tabs on those sort of things. And we ended the session with you guys starting to travel into this forest, and you get the idea of why it's called Silverstand. All of the leaves and trees have this silvery sheen to it. And as you've made your way through, you can be sure that elves have spotted you long before you've spotted them. You also get this feeling that you must be welcome here, because if you weren't, then, well, the elves would have already ambushed you guys and attacked. You've started making your way through, and as you come to a copse of trees, it breaks away into a clearing. There you see a treetop village. There are rope bridges spanning trees, with many different hovels and houses set in the canopy of the forest. And you guys are met with an elf who doesn't say anything. She looks doesn't look like a typical wood elf. She's got sort of this shadowy gloom about her, and she doesn't say anything, just sort of nods when she sees you all on this sort of bramble-ridden trail, and then just starts guiding you up into the treetops. You guys walk up a rope bridge, and you've just sort of come into Silverstand now. So let's go over to Silverstand. And Zilch, your character was just sick for the last had an illness for like the last couple of weeks, and then has just sort of
explosive diarrhea.
has just recovered, and it's just you've made the journey from Saltmarsh to Silverstand with the rest of the party.
That chowder did well on your...
Alright, this is the elf that's guiding you. She doesn't really say anything at all.
She looks scared.
She easily navigates the rope bridges and just guides you into these treetop huts. You head into one of them, and the entire interior of the tree has been hollowed out to make a little residence here. There are vine hammocks hanging on the walls, and there are some small tables and chairs. And she just leads you straight through one. You're about 100 feet off the ground, and then she just takes you to this like a cliff, a small precipice of rock, which sort of juts out from the ground. She takes you through, and on this precipice, you see a shrine of some sorts dedicated to what you think is a forest god. It's pretty much a well with all of these ferns and branches and fronds sticking out of it, and there is this rough-hewn chunk of rock that sort of looks like a brown skull with two sockets and a mouth, and at the mouth part a beautiful female elf. She looks to be of an age that you can't quite discern. She could be a few hundred years old, could be older. Elves, they always look fairly young. And the elf just gives the commoner elf a nod, and she leaves you. And you guys can feel free to move your tokens as well.
Yep.
She just goes off into a different hovel, and who you look like, who you think is like the elfin clan leader, she just scrutinizes you.
Are we supposed to be going over here, or?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Scrutinizes you guys. She's this one here. Up on the precipice of rock.
Oh.
And she asks, "Why have you come here?" She says in common, not addressing anyone in particular, but as you guys as a whole.
We've come here because we need guidance in the drowned forest.
You wish to head to the drowned forest, and you're looking for a guide. You've been brung with the wind, but the wind can also take you away just as easy. Drowned forest is a dangerous place, even for my scouts, who have lived in these lands for hundreds of years. Why should I risk their lives for strangers who have come into my forest unannounced?
Unannounced? Didn't you guys get the notice that we were coming?
Notice? From whom?
I'm trying to remember her name. Commander with the tree. Guys, help me out. What was her name?
I can't remember. The armored lady, the paladin, like, or fighter.
It's
Razor.
You're talking about the commander from Burl?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, her.
Kiara
Shadowbreaker.
Shadowbreaker.
Yeah.
Kiara, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Caria tell you we were coming?
She has not informed me. Was she supposed to?
I think so. Did she give us any paperwork? Did she give us any parchments or anything?
No,
or
she
just
never said that she was going to inform anyone that you guys were coming.
Well,
She just told you that the patrol had headed through Silverstan into the drowned forest, and you should stop by there to get guidance.
Yeah.
There's our mistake.
Okay. Wait. My apologies.
Also, you're like completely in the wrong building there at all.
I know. Yeah, I'm just shouting, and she can hear me with her elven ears. It's like we're having a normal conversation. She's on the other side. But anywho,
So who are you? Why are you here? I still haven't heard an explanation.
Oh, we are looking for some soldiers that got of Ilianders that have gone missing in the drowned forest, and we were hoping you could assist us by guiding us through the forest.
You are here on behalf of Eliander Fireborn. Why did you not say so?
Yes. You're right. I should in the first
Do
place.
not worry. My scouts saw you coming from many miles away. They have not deemed you a threat yet.
You have some good scouts.
We've lived in these forests for hundreds of years. We know every tree and every leaf. So, you're looking for the paladin, I guess. The lost paladin?
Yes.
Ah. Luth Daggermeyer, is that the name that you seek?
Think so?
I don't believe we got a name.
Yeah, we
just
never
told
got a name. We just
you-
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just said that some soldiers went missing.
Or maybe we didn't ask the right questions.
Yeah, we didn't. We
Not
left
to
in a
worry.
hurry.
Names do not mean much in the drowned forest. Yes. The paladin came through a few weeks ago. Took one of my scouts. Wanted to rid evil in the drowned forest. He spoke of a dark force that he felt there. That it must be extinguished by the name of his god. I believe he referred to the god as Lathander.
Yep, that's correct.
My scout has not returned. And I have not sent a party to search for the scout either. I fear she is dead, and I do not want to risk any more of my people. Such is life. However, if you wish to risk your lives, by all means. I will not provide you with a scout, however. Drowned forest is dangerous. One can get lost with ease. There is an evil within the drowned forest. Foul demons. Here.
Well, if you can't come with us, can you at least give us a map so we know where
Map?
to? Yes.
She chuckles. A map? I'm sorry, but we do not use maps. Look around you. See the curvature of the trees, the way the wind blows, the way the birds fly overhead. That is our map. Every crease in every leaf, every break in every branch. But as I was saying, the doors between our realm and the realm of demons grows thin in the drowned forest. I will give you that knowledge as a precaution. However, there are other creatures that manage to camouflage themselves. Some spies of ours that you could confer with. Trees that we have animated. I can give you directions to the trees. There you could find what they have learned.
It's very helpful.
You'll be going to the edge of the drowned forest. But first you'll need to travel through swampland, through the Saltmarsh. When you get to the drowned forest, head 10 miles southwest. There you will find a large ship. It will seem very out of place, of course, in a forest. That is where our spies like to hang out. You should speak to them there. They will give you further guidance. If you wish to rest, I can prepare a room for you all. If you need to prepare yourselves for the adventure ahead.
Of course. Do you know the spies off the top of your head?
Pardon?
The spies, you said you had spies in the ship.
Yes.
What are their names?
Names? They do not have names.
Okay.
They might go by code.
Why would we name trees? Why would we give them the name
of
of
course.
people? They are
No,
plants that have come to life. They have no use for names.
I miss.
Do you require a rest?
How long have we been traveling right now, Seb?
I think it was about 3 hours since you left Burl. It's like early in the day.
Early?
Yeah, you guys stayed at Burl, I believe.
Yeah. We just took a rest, but do you have any recommendations how to prepare for the drowned forest, or?
The drowned forest is very unpredictable. You must use your wits of survival. Only your survival can save you and guide you.
Okay then. Well then, I'm all set. How about you guys?
I'm ready to go.
One of my scouts shall guide you to the edge of Silver Stand. You'll be on your own after there. You see a male elf, looks a little bit older. She just makes a strange clicking sound, and he comes. And he's dressed in leather armor, he carries a long bow. And much like the other elf that you'd met, he doesn't talk. He guides you out of the tree top village, takes you to the edge of Silver Stand. Go back over to the overland map. The journey north of Silver Stand follows a trail. Pretty hard to spot if not you were being guided by a scout. You travel for 2 hours, and then you see the trees closing in at you. The branches are so close together, they're almost impassable. The scout signals for you guys to stop, and he heads into the trees, seemingly blending in with the trunks. He seems to slip through the impossibly closed together gaps of the tree's branches, and disappears for about 5 minutes. After that time, through magic, powerful elven magic, the trees separate and they form a 20-foot high archway with another path leading forth towards the drowned forest. He takes you to the edge of Silver Stand. You can still see the shimmering leaves casting a silvery glow over the environment. The canopy of Silver Stand is so thick only streamers of light peer through the tops of the trees. You travel for 1 hour and 30 minutes more, and the scout then just leaves you without so much as saying a word. As soon as you see the area of the marshland, takes off. It's quite hilly, different levels of elevation, and you sort of look out to the north, just see a never-ending marshland. Sickly looking trees, brackish pools of water that betray their depths. And you can hear crickets chirping, frogs crouping, great swarms of biting insects. Alright, someone will need to take lead now. This is difficult terrain. You guys will be traveling at half your normal speed. And whoever will take the lead will be making a survival check to guide you guys.
Yeah, most likely that'll be me. Let me double check. Let's see here. Can anyone beat a 6 survival?
No, but so would I be able to like assist him on his survival checks?
Are you proficient in survival?
Yes. Yeah. I prefer. So I was wondering, like,
Yeah, if you're proficient, then yeah, you can help him and give him
Okay.
advantage.
Yep. So I would be second, just like, just right behind him as we figure out where we're going.
Yeah, just a nice little tune in the background while I'm looking at stuff. Alrighty.
All right, so you managed to keep your bearings as you head towards the drowned forest. You guys travel very slowly, and it's 8 miles to the edge of the drowned forest. That takes you guys about 6 hours of travel. By this stage, it starts to get into afternoon. And as you're traveling, you can just hear the sounds of animals all around you. You have to avoid bog pits, quicksand, all sorts of vines that threaten to grab you. You guys manage to traverse without having any problems. The insects bother you though. But, Sweet Lou, you do well as you, Adol, to stop them from bothering everyone too much. You come to the edge of the drowned forest, and unlike the flittering silver streamers of light flowing throughout Silverstan, the drowned forest is polar opposite. Dank and dark. And you can see how someone could get drowned in this darkness. See how it gets its name quite quickly. Here, travel is going to be even more difficult. Perched at the edge of the Hull marshes, it is filled full of a marshland. More thick brackish pools of water plotted around everywhere. You see immediately the trees look different. They have these strange mushrooms and funguses sprouting throughout the woods. Some trees are actually what you think are trees at first, and then you realize they're 100-foot high, towering mushrooms. Everything has this dark glow about it. Mystical nature. As you guys know, it's very dangerous. While the trees remain standing, most of them have long ago lost their foliage, and they're little more than dead, rotting timbers projecting out of the mud. There are mushrooms and other fungi sprouting everywhere, and as you head into the forest, you're plunged into darkness. Thick clouds of spores fill the air and blot out the sun. You almost feel like you're in the Underdark. Alright, at this stage, someone will need to make another survival check, but only one person will be able to do it this time.
Oh, okay. So I can't help him this time?
Yeah. You
Okay. So, yeah.
wouldn't be able to meaningfully contribute because there's just so many spores around. It's so thick, it makes navigating very difficult. If you guys sort of split up and try to both try to find a different path through the drowned forest, there is a high chance that you'll get separated from the rest of the party and not be able to find your way back.
Uh-oh. Alright.
Yeah,
maybe we should tie each other together, maybe?
Nah, that we would have to make. Then we would have to take an action in combat to untie ourselves. So
You can just cut through it, I guess.
But yeah, that would still take an. But yeah, Sweet Lou, can you make a survival check?
Alrighty.
As you guys travel, you find it's quite hard to breathe. There is this sickly coloured fungal spore everywhere, and as you get in further, it gets a lot harder. You've already travelled for 2 hours through the drowned forest now, and yeah.
Is it possible to put a cloth bandana type over our mouths and Moses. I'd like to do that.
Alrighty. You put a bandana over your mouth, and it alleviates the sensation a little bit. You still find it hard to breathe. It doesn't help with the amount of oxygen in the drowned forest whatsoever. And you guys feel yourself being sapped of strength. Sweet Lou, you spot several creatures that may have reminded you of something of a past life. There are shriekers about. There are these little fungal creatures that scream.
Oh God, no.
They're everywhere. And you could just imagine one of these going off, ringing throughout the drowned forest, alerting everything within several hundred feet.
All right, something tells me, guys, we don't want to go near them. I don't know what it is, but I just remember them being loud. I think I heard a story from maybe a druid I heard in the past.
Or a real cleric, right?
You know,
maybe.
no, you know, that sounds like a story from definitely a druid. I think you might be onto something. So let's avoid them.
You do well to navigate around them as to not alert any creatures. And you're getting quite close to the location where this ship should be. It's very, very dark, and you're not sure if it's nighttime yet, but it's getting close. It's practically dark enough to be nighttime anyway. And now, as you're traveling, sort of the darkness and the foreboding gloom lets up, and there's a bit more of a clearing. You start to see ruins around everywhere. Ruined buildings, ancient settlements and fortifications. And then it gets very dark again. You see funguses all around the area. And as you're traveling forward, you can see in the distance through the thick brush, probably about a mile away, you just managed to spot this, what looks like a sail of a ship jutting out of the ground. And it's about a mile away, so it's gonna not even take you guys an hour to get there. But that's not all. Something moves in the bushes to your right. Something moves in the bushes to your left. And something moves underfoot. You feel the ground trembling. And creatures burst up all around you. One bursts up right next to you guys. Seems to be a mass of mud and vines and leaves. There are 3 of them. You guys are attacked by 3 shambling mounds.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
See there, you guys know what they are. Basically big piles of evil animated compost. These ones have funguses sprouting out of their backs, and they rush up quite suddenly. You guys don't get surprised, but one of them managed to just burst up out of the ground. Could be dangerous. They start lurching forward. They threaten to engulf you all. You're up first, Adol.
All right, I'm gonna do Fury Fire.
Alright. A 20-foot cube.
Yep. So I'm gonna. Well, I don't want to make everybody. So I'd probably put it like right here. So
If you put it there, you won't hit anything. It's only a 20-foot cube, so that's 4 squares by 4 squares. I'm gonna give you the spell template for it, and then you can move it around where you want to put it.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Dang, you're right. I'm gonna try to get these.
Okay. What color does your fairy fire come out?
I want them to be.
To be what? Sorry, you cut out then.
Orange.
Orange? Alright. The shambling mounds see this blanket of orange light falling down on them. They both try to dive out of the way, but it catches both of them and they start to glow bright orange. All attack rolls will have advantage on them.
I will. Did you forgot this one? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I made this deck save, yeah. Verisar.
Alright, I'm just gonna move up to this one and try and cut it down.
An 8 is a miss. Your axe doesn't even hit. It just swings straight by it. Take a second attack. 17 hits, this time chomping into the vegetation. For 24 slashing damage, you hack out a big chunk of it. Vines and compost sprays out into the air. It just regathers itself, barely flinching.
Alright, seeing that it barely flinched, I'm gonna go ahead and go into a rage.
Alright. Sweet Lou.
Alright, Sweet Lou out. I'm going to disengage and move back a little.
Alright, this one had burst straight out of the ground. Just, you didn't even notice it until it moved. Just a sort of little clump of vegetation on the ground reaches out, vines start flying around, and mud falls down on everyone.
Yeah, nope. I'm noping right out of that. And yeah, that'll be it for now.
Stingy Widget.
Stingy Widget will see Sweet Lou, who I had never met before, back away, and I'll say, "Coward, this is how a warrior does it." And I pull up my rapier and I walk up, and I use Booming Blade upon the shambling man. Let's see. I was delaying because my character sheet was not up.
Keep talking.
Yes, Shambling Mound, prepared to feel the vengeance of a true warrior. Whoop.
And it's a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Four. Let's see. 24, 35, 37.
Wow.
40,
Jeez.
48 damage.
Alright, you
I wish I
stick
didn't run now.
the rapier into that shambling mound, and then just an explosion just blows its back out for 48 points of damage, and vegetation just goes flying through the air. You've cut a hole straight through it. It almost shrieks as it rides around, and before the thunderous energy fully gets away, it just snaps back onto the shambling mound. To your horror, it just starts to fill in the gaps and becomes a bit smaller, but lands back on the ground, still going strong.
I'll turn to Berazer and say, "I just blew its back out like your mom last night," and I wink. And then I say, "Yes, a true warrior," and I bonus action disengage and back up 25 feet. And then
They're on. Alright, using Agonaz's Scorcher. And we haven't been able to. Oh, here we go. Mike's not registering. Okay. Alright, Scorcher. Not familiar with that spell. Let's see here. Let's see the spell description. Oh, you've got it for me. Thanks. Alright, oh, it's a 30-foot line. Okay, so you're doing it this way. Alright, you just set out this little mini line of fire. Rushes towards the shambling mounds. They try to dodge. and they both fail. Despite them being made of vegetation, they seem to have this dampness about them that shrugs off a lot of the fire damage. They're resistant, and both of them take 9 points of fire damage. Still burns away pieces of vegetation that fall off onto the ground, smolder. Alright, the shambling mound, it just moves itself forward, and when it gets to you, Gareth, it tries to slam its entire body into you. 17 misses. You hold up your shield and it just sort of drives you into the mire. Your boots sink a little bit and it just lurches itself at you again. And a 16 misses. Ooh. Slams into you with great force. You hold it off with your shield. It ends its turn there.
Breathe a sigh of relief on that one.
Alright, Gareth.
Move right here. And I'm going to do Dragon Breath. Breath weapon.
Alright, lightning.
Yep.
Alright, you just strafe to the side, open your mouth. Explosion of lightning reaches out, hitting both shambling mounds, crackling around. You can hear lightning sparking in the air. So it's 2d6.
Let's see. Yeah. So I'll do 2d6, right?
Yep, you gotta roll damage. Alright, when you hit these shambling mounds, Kareth, it just sort of absorbs into them. And the one that you're standing next to, it absorbs most of your breath weapon. Deals no damage. What the shambling mound in front of you doesn't absorb, it keeps on arcing to the next one. And it just causes the shambling mound to glow, and it actually regenerates it and empowers it. It actually heals the shambling mound as it absorbs the lightning.
Wait, huh?
What?
I would have not guessed that.
I would not have either. Sorry, guys.
Don't be.
Gareth, haven't you ever played Pokemon? Electric types are not effective against grass
Oh
type.
God! I'm gonna use that logic now.
I didn't think about that.
As this shambling mound
Pokemon rules.
has launched itself out of the ground, it tries to slam into Barazar. And a 12 is a miss. It also tries to slam into Laran at the same time. And it sort of brings itself up and then lands on you, Lauren. It just crushes you for 21 bludgeoning damage. You feel a great force just breaking ribs and just knock the wind right out of you.
Wow.
Shambling Mountain
Like
ends its
USC.
turn. The next one runs up, lumbering forward. Luckily, they're quite slow to move, but even with the dash, it still reaches you, Laurent. Ends its turn there. Adol.
Alright. I'm going to take a slash at this one. Alright, so my first attack is going to be with my my shorts.
Short sword.
Alright, you
I don't know what that is.
it's bless. You need to
Yeah.
hit the checkbox to
Okay.
take that one off. Alright,
Okay,
26.
my bad.
All good. 26 is a hit.
All
You
right, and
stab it for 7 points of damage.
All right, and then I'm gonna do and then I'm going to do, because I didn't use all my movement. So the mobile flourish is when I push it. Can I push it back
Yeah.
without moving?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to move with that one.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do that. So to add it.
So I think it's like 5 plus the damage that you do, or something like that.
It is. It is. Oh.
I'll just post
So-
it and then we'll see. But I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you push it back 5 feet plus the amount of damage that you do. Number of feet. Yeah.
So I roll a d8 first and then see how much damage I do.
Yeah. You deal
Okay.
extra damage. You do your inspiration die. Alright, that's another 2 points of damage. And you want to push it back?
Yes.
Alright, you push it back 7 feet. So about there.
Yep. Then.
And then
How
if
can I
you want, you
opportunity
can
check?
use your reaction to move up to it.
Yep. I didn't think this through. Well, I guess I can use my reaction and then move up close to it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take another hit with it, but this time with my dagger of venom.
Alright, as a bonus action.
No, this is my second attack because it's 5th level.
You don't get extra attack at 5th level.
Oh right, you're right. My bad.
6th level,
That's
you get
level
that.
6. Yep. I forgot.
Alright, 21
Yep,
hits. All good.
Yep.
Alright, you stab into the shambling mound for 6 piercing damage, hacking away at it some more.
Yep.
Hey Seb, would I be able to do an attack on it for being pushed away, or no?
No. If it's forced movement, it doesn't provoke.
Okay.
Bearza.
Alright. Gonna go ahead and keep swinging at that same one. Try to chop it down with my weed whacker.
Alright, 19 is a hit. You hack into it for 16 points of damage. More muck from the swamp goes spraying out of it. 17 hits. Start chopping it down, really reducing the size of it and causing just vegetation to collapse all over it. Hitting it for another 21 damage. Sweet loot.
The one on Bearzer, I'm going to use Produce Flame on it. Come on.
24 hits. Again, they're very damp creatures, and it is resistant. It takes 5 fire damage.
Son of a bitch. And I'll make a little movement, and that's it.
Stingy widget.
Alright, the stingiest of widgets will move up 5, 10, 15 feet here, and booming blade this guy again. How about you, swine? You thought you were rid of me? Pah!
Oh, another crit.
Really?
24, 36, 49 damage.
Alright, this time when you jam the rapier into the shambling mound, it just explodes and bits of foliage go flying off about 30 feet away from you in a loud explosion. And there's just pieces of it falling all over the ground everywhere.
And that's how you kill a shambling mound. Oh, have these things demonstrated reach yet?
No, they've cut up quite close to attack.
Okay, and this guy's 7 feet away now, 5, right? Do I
Yeah.
need to disengage?
No.
Okay, I will, dash. Let's see, I'll dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. To about there. I don't want to be there, next to Sweet Loot. And then, and then enter.
Damn, Stingy, we've been missing you.
Yeah, stingy.
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 Laran.
I'm stingy, Widget.
Alright, Laran is disengaging. Letting out a high-pitched oomph. Alright, this shambling mound just lurches into you, Adol. Trying to slam into you.
Okay.
13 misses. And gonna try and slam into you again. 15 is a miss. You dodge both attacks. Got this arm with vines sticking out of it. A large tree trunk just tries to sort of clobber slap you with it. And it does just move back into reach to do that. Kareth.
I cast Bless. And let's put it on Adol, Stingy, and Berazer.
Alright. Plus
Who's your
1d4
god
on attack
again?
rolls. Alright, the shambling mound next to you, Berazer. He doesn't pursue Laran. Tries to slam into you instead. 16 hits. It hits you for 3 bludgeoning damage. And starts to sort of wrap these vines around you as he hits. He attacks again. And he hits you for another 7 bludgeoning damage. When that happens, it grabs you. The vines wrap around your legs and arm. You are grappled.
Every time, I always end up getting the one grabbed by tentacles or some shit.
And then it just like rips you into it. It just takes you into it, Berazer, engulfing you.
What? What?
It opens up this sort of this mouth like maw, drags you inside, and closes itself again. And while you're inside, you are blinded. You are restrained. And you are being crushed. And then it keeps on going for its next victim. Shambles up to Adol.
Oh, okay. So they want to attack me. Okay. Well, it is my turn. So keep. I gotta put the blessed API now. The minute I check it off, I get it again. So
That's how it works. If you don't want it, I'll take it.
No. I want it, but it was just when I was rolling, I was getting used to it. But all right, I'm gonna take a hit at the one in front of me. A short sword.
25 hits. You stab into the mound for 6 piercing damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna come around and slash the other one that's next to me. That one. Oh, with my bonus action and with the dinner venom, hit him with that. Ooh,
A 10 is a
that's
miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to move away. Hold on. I know I only can move 20 feet. Right?
You've got
Okay,
30 feet of movement, right?
I got 40.
It's not difficult terrain here.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
It's only
well,
when
then
you're when you're moving overland, it is difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit of a clearing where you are.
Yep. So I'm gonna move all the way over here, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright, Bereza, you're sort of like inside the shambling mound. Gonna attack it at disadvantage.
Alright, so, question. Would the people on the outside be able to hear me? Or would it just be like...
You cannot breathe inside of the shambling mound.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You grabbed a gulp of breath at the last moment before it dragged you in.
Well, I'm gonna recklessly attack it from the inside, I guess.
Okay. Alright, a 13 misses. You try to grab your axe and just start hacking and sawing through it. Can't move your arms enough. And a 6. You just cannot get any leverage on that axe. You miss.
Should I use a point of inspiration? I think I'm kind of forced to here.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
DM's
use my-
inspiration.
Yes.
The way that works in this campaign is it's just how it works according to the PHB. Before you make an ability check or an attack roll, you can choose to give yourself advantage instead. You need to do it beforehand. You already had advantage anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
Alright, sweet Lou.
Alrighty. On hand, my muscle, you fucking plant. I'm gonna conjure 2 dire wolves right on the one that has a Bearzer.
Okay. You don't get to choose which animals with conjure animals.
Oh.
You just choose the challenge rating.
Alrighty, it'll be 2.
Alright, 2 challenge rating, 1 creatures. Alright, let's see what you'll get.
Are you a shepherd?
I'm confused. Are you a cleric, a druid, a shepherd?
I am many things.
If you're both a cleric and a shepherd, you're like Jesus.
Oh god. I got the hair.
You got the beard.
Alright, you cast conjure animals and you're doing it next to the highlighted shambling mound, right?
The one that had Bearzer, actually.
Oh yeah, sorry. Alright, 2 giant toads spring forth out of the ground.
I hope they're vegetarian.
The Toad Knight has an opportunity to return.
They mated.
Did you guys see them appear yet?
Yeah,
we
they're
got
right
3.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
One
yeah,
here,
there's a
too.
third one over there.
Yeah, they haven't showed up on. There we go. It always takes a second. All right, they will. So they roll initiative, and they do not require any verbal commands for you to give them the command. So I'll just give you control of them because you can telepathically dictate what they do.
Alrighty.
Let me fix that up for you. And I'll give you I'll start getting you like a list of summons. Alright, and I'll roll them in for you for now. Alright, they'll go on 14. Alright, what? 2 massive toads appear. They start sort of licking their tongues around. Getting ready to eat the shambling mounds.
And nope, I'll stay here, and yep, that'll be my turn.
Alright, Stingy Widget.
Alright, I'll walk up 15 feet to this one that's glowing. I'll swagger up, like, kind of flipping my rapier around and say, "Hello, compost. Prepare to be turned into trash." And I attack. That appears to hit.
Alright, a 24 hits, and you again just shiv this shambling mound with the booming rapier. It hits for 27 points of damage. Poof, sheaths it in thunderous energy. A little bit of vegetation is sort of ripped away from it.
And then I take a bow and disengage and back up 15 feet. And then Pester.
Laron. Alright, you're casting Snillock's Snowball Swarm. Alrighty, that is what are these spells that you're using? I'm not familiar with them. It's each creature within a 5-foot radius sphere. So where are you putting it? You want to hit the giant toads? That will hit the toads if you put it there.
The toads are friends. Toads are friends.
That's a
There we go.
better choice. Alright, you just cast this spell and all of these little icy balls start to hover up above you. And you throw your hand forward and they just they screech over and just assault that shambling mounds in that area. Both of them make a dex save, and this one takes 2 cold damage as it is resistant. And the one to the south takes 1 point. The cold does not seem to affect them very well. A lot of the ice sort of just bounces off and reflects off their strange hide. Alright, the shambling mound facing you, Kirith, it just tries to slam into you. 11 is a miss. Second attack. That one hits. For 15 bludgeoning damage. This big trunk in its arm just slams into your side, pushes your shield up. You maintain concentration and the shambling mound ends its turn there. Kirith.
Alright. Step forward here and attack this one.
Alright, you slash into it, 24 hits. Hit it for 9 points of damage.
Bonus.
16 hits. And you slash for another 9 points of damage. You hack down the shambling mound a little bit, but it's so large that it does very little. And while it's moving, it's crushing you, Bereza. Bereza, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage at the start of its turn from it crushing you. And then it just tries to like sort of almost backhand you, Kirith. And a 14 misses, and then it turns around, just whips down one of its arms on one of these giant toads, one to the right of it, and a 9 is a miss. And it just stays there.
Okay.
At all.
I'm going to move. Yep, 20 feet to that one. And then I hit it. We'll try to.
Okay, also Brazer, sorry, you get a constitution save as well. Alright, you actually didn't take that damage then. The 8. You actually managed to resist it.
Strong man, Bereza.
I
Alright,
would say something.
Adol, you try to stab at it. 13 misses.
Try again with Dagger Venom.
And a 24 is a hit. You slash it for 8 points of damage, hacking through some of the vegetation.
Okay. And then let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn But actually, now I'm gonna end my turn right there. But I'm gonna move back. Rest of my move. So there.
Alright, it's the giant toad's turns. Hold Alt and double click on the token, it'll bring it up for you. It's also in your summons folder. And can't really hear you there, Sweet Lou.
Alrighty. Sorry about that.
That's better. Okay. First toad bites the shambling mound, and it hits it for 12 points of damage. Some of the vegetation starts to rot, and it just starts eating it. Grabs it in its mouth. The shambling mound is grappled, and while it's grappled that way, it's restrained.
Oh, I'm in two monsters now.
And I guess the other one's gonna do the same. They're just gonna fight on it.
And it crits. It just excretes this poison and starts melting the vegetation. 18 points of damage. And yeah, it's like both toads are devouring the shambling mound at the same time.
Bears is probably like, I thought you were helping me.
I just start. Oh wait, I'm blinded, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you've actually got no idea what's happening outside of the shambling mound. You can hear stuff though. You can hear stuff.
So I just hear.
Alright, bearers are.
Alright. So I don't know how this works since it's restrained, but I'm inside of it. How does that work? Do I not get advantage from that?
You wouldn't know that it's restrained. So yeah, if you like change your turn, knowing that would be metagaming.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna reckless again.
Okay. Alright, you keep on trying to hack your way out of it, and a 4 is a miss. And a 19 hits. Finally, you grab your hands on that axe and start sawing your way out, slashing for 16 points of damage. It's just never-ending forest of mush inside of the shambling mound. Vines wrapped around your mouth and neck, choking you. Sweet Lou.
Alright, I'm gonna run up on this guy and turn my hands into claws and try to strike this thing down.
A 21 is a hit. Your claw just screeches through the shambling mound, melting away 18 points of damage from it.
Alright. And yep, I'll attempt to go back.
Alright, it will try to slam at you at disadvantage. And it's a miss. Toad just pulls it back. What?
Nice gift, by the way.
You see like the shambling mound inside the toad's mouth, and then Bereza inside the shambling mound. And then there's the other toad's just trying to eat everything. It's trying to eat the toad, the shambling mound, and Bereza.
Oh no! We got like a human centipede, but toad plant style.
Oh,
And yep, that's it.
That was a bad reference. Why did you say that?
This toad's happy though because he's the front one. Stingy Widget.
Alright,
poor
let's see.
bears are stuck in the middle.
I'm gonna leave Kira to save Berzer because I see this like bioluminescent moss and I'm like, I need to kill this thing. I'm gonna walk up 15 feet again. You know the drill. I'm gonna booming stab it, hoping for a crit. I'm glad I didn't attack the other one. 20 hits.
Yep, sure does.
For 18 damage.
Alrighty, another chunk is sort of shredded off the shambling mound as you start to slowly wear it down.
Then I disengage and walk back. Past her.
Laran.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay!
Loud and clear.
That's what we were talking about, like
Yeah.
you just popping out at the most random moment.
Alright, gonna magic missile this one over here.
Alright, 3 darts shoot out, each one slamming into the shambling mound for 6 points of force damage. More vegetation falls to the ground. The mound keeps on attacking you, Kira. Gonna slam its body into you. 14 is a miss. Second attack. 17 is a miss. Holding up that shield and deflecting the attacks. It ends its turn there.
Alright, let's hopefully get this one done.
11 is a miss. It uses this trunk in its arm to like block the attack. Hack into the stump. And you pull the blade around and slash it. 26 hits. More leaves fly off into the air for another 12 slashing. Starts to get kind of worn down. And then it just compresses itself. And Bereza, make your constitution save. You're doing alright. You're just wearing the shambling mound like a coat. And
I was gonna say, like, when it tries to push in, does it like push back out a little bit? Like when in the cartoons, like when they eat a piece of TNT.
And this was the day that Bereza realized he has a thing for boar.
alright.
Oh no.
It
Wait, what?
Bereza, it notices that you're still moving around in there, and it's gonna just try to like crush you some more. Gonna make attacks on you with advantage. It crushes you for 4 bludgeoning damage, and it slams again, but misses. Just ends its turn there.
Boar.
Yeah, don't do a search for gifts on it either.
Alright.
I hate this reverse psychology. It's making me want to look it up even more.
I'll just post one that's tame.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it. Short
What
sword?
the fuck?
What the fuck?
Sorry. I couldn't bear that burden.
Do I have advantage because it's restraint?
Yeah, you've got advantage. 19's a hit.
Alright.
Alright, you slash it. You can start to see like Bereza's arm now.
Okay. And then I'm gonna
You can see him in there. See, that's Bereza.
oh shit. Okay. And I'm gonna take another hit with my dagger of venom. Ooh, that's
It's a
a
crit.
crit. Okay. All right. And I want to use one of my I'm gonna use defensive flourish. I'm gonna roll twice.
Yep.
Because that's a crit.
You got 2d8 extra damage on that.
Yep.
Jeez.
And I think I'm gonna stay with my AC being so high right now.
Oh. I think you spoke too soon there, Adol.
Say something, didn't
Alright.
you?
That's still 11 points of damage. Pretty good for a dagger. You just keep slashing and slashing and slashing, and like you can see more of Bereza now. He's like just
Yeah.
eating his way out, basically.
I'm gonna move because I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I was supposed to do like 16, maybe 10 points of extra damage. No. I end my turn.
All right, the toad. That's you, Sweet Lou.
Oh, sorry about that. Zoned out for a second. Yep, he will continue. Well, they'll both continue biting.
All right, the first one hits for 7 points of damage and starts to really break it apart. Not quite dead yet. And then the next giant toad gets all these vines in its mouth and just sort of slurps it up like spaghetti, slurping it away from Bereza, who just sinks onto the ground.
Alrighty, and I'll move this guy here. And this guy a little bit closer, but that's it.
Bereza.
Alright, now I can fucking talk.
Oh, great, he's talking again.
You just like still got like the toad in your leg's still in the toad.
Hey, get up!
Alright, you take a big heaving swing, but yeah, the toad, you're still trying to get your leg out at the same time, and 11 misses. And you swing again at a 14, misses, but you do manage to get your leg free now. You just sort of kick the toad back and your slime-ridden leg comes out of its mouth.
The hell did these toads come from? I'm gonna kill them next.
Sweet Lou.
Alright. I will go over to Laurent and do Cure Wounds level 2.
Oh, we have a cleric now.
It's a good cleric spell, that one.
Oh, damn, that actually is not too bad.
Yeah, that was heaps. 17.
And move over a little, and that's it.
Benji.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to this guy and say, why don't you make like
Oh,
John
God.
Wick? And Keanu leaves. And
15 just managed to hit him.
good.
Oh, of course.
See, I thought you were going to go back to the future with it. That's even better.
For 25.
Alright, more of the Shambling Mound is shredded away.
Disengage. And
They're on.
More magic missile!
You got healed for 17, by the way.
Never mind!
Alright. Do you magic
you were
missiling
healed.
yourself?
You were.
You said I was hit for 17.
No, you got
Time
healed.
for a new
You got
character.
healed for 17. Healed.
Oh. Right.
Laurent finally lost it and he just magic missiles himself. Alright, good magic missile. 12 points of damage. You guys are just shredding it and shredding it and shredding it. And it's starting to get more worn down. You should be on 28 there, Laurent. You had 11 before the heal. Alright, the Shambling Mound, it just keeps on going for Kerith. Slamming and slamming. One of them hits you for 15 bludgeoning damage. It starts to slowly wrap around you, but you manage to like sort of cut off a couple of vines before it engulfs you. Ends its turn there. Maintaining concentration on Bless.
Now go and make an attack.
A 19 hits. You slash into it for 6 damage. And a 22 is a hit. For another 6 damage. Really starts to get worn down now. A few more slashes left and it'll just be nothing left of it. At
Okay.
all.
And all right. I'm gonna move right here. Just getting a little closer, but not close. I'm going to just leave my.
Alright. Vicious Mockery. Alright, when you do a Vicious Mockery on it, it doesn't actually work.
Well,
It doesn't look like it has any way of hearing you.
I thought that person inside of it could have heard. Oh wait, that was Furry. My bad.
Yeah, it's not able to actually hear. It doesn't actually hear things.
Okay then.
So the magical insult just does not reach it.
All right then. I guess that's my turn.
Giant toads let out a loud burp.
Alright, yep. This one's gonna move up just to get in range, and they'll both bite at it.
7 is a miss. And an 8 is a miss. The Shambling Mound just sort of double slaps them over the faces. Both of their faces sort of turn at the same time.
Yeah, they're just a little full, a little sluggish there.
One of them still got like a vine just sticking out of its mouth.
Don't make me eat more!
Bears up. "22 hits."
Let's see if this does it.
Alright, 17 points of damage. You just hack the axe straight through it and it splits it in two. Falls apart on the ground in a pile of mush.
Yeah, good job, gentlemen. Yeah. Good fight. Good fight. Good show.
Ooh.
900 experience
Now-
for that fight.
Now that's some good experience.
Alright, at the end of the fight, 1 minute spells go away. I think you get the animals for an hour though, Sweet Lou.
It's fine, I'll get rid of them. I'm pretty sure we'll go past an hour.
Okay.
Do we want to rest or do we want to keep going for Kieran's sake?
I mean, short. I mean, I don't mind short rest.
Yeah, we can do a short rest.
Okay, you guys decide to rest up here.
You know, guys, we're in a forest, so what better place to plant something? And if the short rest is successful with 1 minute left at the end of it, I would like to plant one of the 2 remaining beans.
Alright.
No.
Too
Please.
late. It has occurred.
Yeah.
Alright,
See, I
you
wouldn't
guys-
know about these beans.
You guys start resting, and you can use hit dice. As you're resting, all of these sickly spores, they're still everywhere and they're making it very, very hard to breathe. And very, very hard to rest. Gareth, as you rest here, you do not recover your regular amount of hit points.
Uh-oh.
You only... Everything that you just recovered then is halved. So, you heal for...
To 11.
12. You only heal for 12. Instead of 25. You gotta take 13 hit points off. Same with you, Razor. You only heal for 5 when you use hit die. Feel yourselves just being sapped of your strength. Unnatural force. Alright, and at the end of that, the rest, Stingy Widget's going to plant one of these beans.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard beanstalk. It's a beanstalk. It makes sense to me, right?
No.
I'm gonna turn this place more into hell.
The elves are gonna get pissed.
I don't know. They just got a magic thing in their forest.
Right.
Oh no.
Seb's quiet.
No, he was laughing. That's why I'm shitting myself.
Alright, as you plant that bean and you wait for it to sprout, something sprouts. A statue rises up from the ground.
A statue?
And it's a statue of you.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
This is perfect.
It points at you, Stingy Widget. With this
Oh, look at
piercing
that.
glaze, it's animated. Points at you. I'm gonna fuck you up, man.
Hey!
Wait, what?
What's wrong with you?
I'm
I
gonna
thought
cut your throat, boy.
I move away from the statue.
You can't run from me. I know everything about you.
Guys, I don't know what happened. Don't listen to the statue. He doesn't know
The
anything.
statue calls out to everyone else. Hey, you! You there, Green Man, Dragon Man, Elf Man, the others.
Hey!
He's evil! He's a villain! Kill him!
What the hell?
Kill that bastard now! He's done horrible things.
I'm you! You're me!
Don't listen to him.
Why are
He's
you
trying
so
to trick
mean?
you. You can't escape me. I'll fuck you up, man.
I use my
Come
mage
here.
hand to put it. I use my mage hand to put a ball in its mouth. So that was true. I suggest we keep going. Yeah, well, no need to dwell on that too long.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Can I
But
push him
now
over?
there's a statue of me in the forest now.
I
push
Gareth,
him
you,
over.
you sort of flip him over and he just falls face first into the mud. And you see bubbles coming up now from its
Oh my
face.
god.
Hey guys, I'm on my computer now instead of my phone.
Okay.
I made a statue of me that wanted to talk shit about me, apparently.
Also, am I coming in nice and clear
Yeah.
through my laptop headset?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're not loud and clear. Right, it's still trying to talk, you just hear this muffled.
Yeah, let's leave. Let's leave.
You want me to slash it? Fucking kill it?
No, he's too beautiful to die, but I'll lay a blanket over him.
You just
Yeah. Quickly now.
I'm gonna put it out of.
just keeps on yelling as you guys leave.
My vanity won't let you kill him.
But you'll leave it in the mud face down.
Okay. You guys continue through the drowned forest and you start to close in. It's well and truly nighttime now. You start to close in on this. Oh, you only need to go another mile on this ship. And as you come to a clearing, very dark, but it's kind of open here. You see this old ruined building. Looks like some sort of hermit's house, long forgotten about. The ground is swampy, puddles of water are everywhere. The fell trees creating a bridge over the little swampy moat, and this fully intact sailing ship, it sits in the branches of a low growing grove of trees. And even through the gloom and darkness, you see the sails move as if they're being sailed with the wind. There is also two statues here. Statues seem to depict lizard men. They're both the same. They're both of this stalwart lizard folk man wielding an almighty club, depicted to be very brave. There are two statues of him. They both look the same. They seem to be some sort of religious idol. Let me just put you guys all on this map. Okay, so here you guys are. Down here, you could see the ship over here. These, some of you guys are going to need light as well.
Yeah, I cast light on Kirith's shield.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, Kirith, lead the way.
Alright, here we go. I hide over here. Haha.
I'll unleash Slick Rick, my lovely little weasel familiar.
Oh, it's Slick Rick! Oh!
Oh, you got rid of his character?
It's there. He's in there. He's in
There he
the
is.
NPCs.
Okay. Does Slick Rick have dark vision?
I don't think so, no.
In that case, I'll just keep him on my shoulder. I was gonna send him to scout, but come here, little buddy, and then I'll dismiss him back into his pocket dimension.
Okay. He just went up to give you a hug because he hadn't seen you for so long, and then you just.
I scratched him on the chin, and then bloop.
Oh, I wanted to pay him a little bit.
Next time.
Oh.
If I look at these statues, do I notice anything different about them, like markings?
Make
or
a
anything?
religion check.
Oh, not what I was expecting. Nope.
I can't recall the name of the deity that they're representing. They're just made of stone. They're sort of not very detailed. They're detailed enough that you see them as lizard men with clubs in their hands.
Could I try it?
Sure.
Or- let's see how it goes. Now, where's it at? Ah, there it is.
Oh wow.
Alright, Barazar. You think this is obviously a god dedicated to lizard folk. Although you don't know much about the god in great detail, you know the name of it. Samoynia, the lizard folk god, depicted as you see here, a male lizard folk with an almighty cudgel in his hand.
Oh, just like the Church of St. Casberg.
You know that it's a truly neutral deity that only believes in survival and nothing else.
Oh, okay. I'll relay that on to the party.
Too many gods in this world. Too many people take things too seriously, and I use minor illusion to put a mustache upon the statue.
Oh, it's alive! It's alive!
Alright. We want to keep going, gentlemen? I mean,
Alright.
does this
It sort
mean
of
there's
suits
li-
him, mustache.
Yeah, I would. I change it a full bushy beard with a mustache, because just a mustache is creepy. I don't want it to be a pedophile lizard god. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, why don't you give it the Freddie Mercury mustache?
Alrighty, so there's a small log bridge here. It's pretty moss-ridden. It's going to be a little bit precarious to cross. You'll need to make an acrobatics check. Or risk slipping into the swamp. You could try and jump it, of course.
Could I try and jump it? Like long jump it?
Yeah, it's 12 feet at the narrowest point, so anyone with a strength score of 12 or higher can just clear it.
Oh, I can do that. Easily.
Looks like I'm taking my chances with the log.
Same here.
So do I need to make a roll, or do I just automatically get over there?
No, don't need an ability check for that. You just jump it. If it was like a high jump or something, you might need an athletics check, but not for just a standard long jump. Alright, Stingy Widget, you start going across and you slip.
Ah!
You fall into the murky, brackish water. And
A crocodile or a leech? I prefer
something grabs you.
Shit!
You feel something grabbing you and lifting you.
Lift it. Ah!
Jesus.
Fucking foghorn. I thought you were like announcing the tree's presence.
Alright, it's a branch from a tree that's submerged here. It lifts you up through its mangroves and sort of puts you back on the log. Ooh, watch where you're stepping there.
Oh,
Speaks.
thank you. I use my mage hand to tussle its leaves.
Oh, do you mind? I'm quite ticklish there, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I scratch his chin. I don't know where it is. Chin appears to be like right here. Well,
stop that! Stop that!
All right. Sorry. Thank you. I don't know how to express
pet or
gratitude.
plaything. A simple thank you is enough.
Thank you. I'll walk across.
He helps guide you across.
You the man, tree.
Yes. And then another tree awakens nearby, sort of rises up out of the swampland. Oh, we've got some visitors. Hello, do you need help getting across?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Definitely, Loran.
These mangroves. It's just as you fall around. These mangroves sort of just catch you. These little muddy vines. And they wrap around you guys and place you over the other side.
Oh.
Well, thanks.
Oh,
Thanks for helping him out.
you look like town people. You're awfully far away from any town.
We're
Yes,
more
we
like
are.
out of town people, I guess is a good way to put it. You know, we're travelers, students of the world, as you would.
You're not the elf people. We know that much.
No.
Well, except for him over there, he's still an elf, I think. And then I point over to Sweet Lou.
Yep. A little insensitive, but I'm not that type of elf person.
Oh, you do look the same. You have pointed ears, but your skin is blue. Very strange.
Yeah, I thought he was a genie. I can see why you're confused.
I'm still waiting for my wish.
Oh, a genie. What is that?
It belonged in a bottle until someone rubbed it the right way. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. So, gentlemen, tree gentlemen, how are you?
Well, we are growing good, thank you very much. There's not a whole lot of sunlight, but, well, the owls use magic to let us have leaves. They saved us. We were withered without a single leaf when they found us. They use magic to protect us.
Oh, that's really nice.
That is nice.
Out of character. What are we doing here again as an objective?
We have to find a bunch of missing scouts or soldiers that wandered
And-
into here.
Oh.
And the trees that we're basically talking to the trees that are the spies
Oh.
for the elves. Yeah.
Speaking of the elves and how much you love them, there's an opportunity for you to express your appreciation for the kindness they've done to you.
Oh?
It appears that some elves have, some scouts have actually gone missing recently, and well, the elven people are getting worried. You wouldn't happen to know where they would have gone, would you?
Oh. Yes, well, the elves, they come through here sometimes. Never this deep, usually. Is there someone in particular you're looking for? They come and go. We don't know if some have gone missing or not.
Is there? I handed off to Adol because I've been shitting myself for 3 straight weeks.
Oh, oh, well, we're looking for a paladin, and I don't remember his name. The Darkmouth, or
He was
Yes,
a paladin
we're
of,
looking-
of Lathander.
yes, we're looking for a paladin of Lithan. Have you seen somebody like that trying to smite evil in
Oh,
these forests?
oh, I think so, yes. The one with the red clothes, and the armor and the sword. Shield. Oh, yes. They were headed to Hexholm. They stopped by here in the grove to rest. And they continued on.
Do you know where?
Where Hexholm is?
Yes.
Well, of course we do. We're the ones that guided them there. Is that where
Would
you're
you be-
going?
Well, I guess we're going there now. No.
Oh, you're going to try to find the people.
Yes.
Very well then. We shall guide you. Jump on.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. You know, beforehand, I am a little curious about this boat here.
Oh?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to poke around in it for a minute or two, but I didn't know if I saw those statues over there. Are there lizard folk around here? Is that what I'm to assume?
Lizard folk. Oh, the lizard people, yes. They are everywhere.
Oh, goody. And they're friendly? Yeah?
Friendly?
Nope, never mind.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know why I asked a tree that. Survival oriented. Correct, right. But yeah, this ship, it looks very out of place, and its sails kind of seem to move, suspiciously. You know anything? Anything
Oh,
about it?
they are some of our relatives. Hey, guys. 2 more trees animate. You can see their branches tossing and causing the sails to flap.
Oh.
They like to pretend that the ship is on the ocean. We've heard of the ocean before, but never seen it. We've heard it is like the swamp water, but everywhere that you can see. They dream of setting sail. But we cannot leave the forest, so it is only ever going to be but a dream.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard a tree say.
Sad? What is sad?
It's I don't know how to explain it. I'm bad at emotions.
When you feel really, really bad.
Oh,
Whoops.
like when someone hits you with an axe and chops off your limbs?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, kinda.
yes, I know the feeling. Sometimes men come to these woods, and they hit us with axes and chop us. And there are others who cause fires to burn. That is sadness. I understand now.
Yes. So you don't own this ship, right? Like, would you be offended if we were to poke around a little bit?
Oh, if you want. Sure. It just fell here one day. It
Excuse
fell
me, what?
from above. Oh,
Hmm?
yes, it fell from the sky and landed here. There were people inside. I think maybe they were feeling sadness. They had sap seeping out of them, and a lot of their branches were broken. But the animals came and took them away. I think they ended the sadness.
Oh shit. So, can I do an investigation to see if there's like a crater under this thing? To see if like it fell hard or if it just kind of like floated down mysteriously?
Make an investigation check. You take a look around. It looks like a lot of the hull has been very badly damaged. There are multiple planks missing. The sails are torn, and it must have. You can't like exactly tell how far it fell, but it does definitely look like it has impacted the ground here. I think maybe it fell through the canopy or something. It still does not explain how it got here.
Not in the least. Well, this is a mystery, guys. I tell you. You know what they say about mysteries? Usually, there's gold involved, and I go aboard the ship and start looking for things.
Yep. Don't have to tell me twice. I'm in.
All right.
There's a Scooby Doo episode that's similar to this. So let's hope there's no ghosts.
You guys can make investigation checks to search around the ship. You take a look inside, and the deck itself is just devoid of anything valuable. All of the sails are torn. The rigging is shredded. You go down into the main deck, and you guys search around. There is nothing of value in the inside the deck, the main deck. Looks like it's been like raided like multiple times. Everything is smashed and broken. Drawers are pulled out. Beds are overturned. There's like inside the hold. There is like just nothing of value except for Sweet Lou, who you actually you don't find anything of value, but you do make a discovery. It looks like there is a furnace in the center of the ship. One that doesn't make sense why it would be here. Seems to be a powering mechanism for the ship. And there is a similar strange sort of almost like a capsule, like a glass box at the rear of the ship. And you can make an Arcana check, Sweet Lou.
I'm just like, hey guys, have you ever seen this before? Arcana. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
All right, you think that this could be an airship? Perhaps the furnace could be used to trap like a fire elemental inside, and this box at the back used to trap an air elemental inside. And using these magics, it propels the ship through the air.
So if air elemental gets loose, then the ship falls.
Yes, the furnace is sort of gnarled and twisted. It looks like it's busted open.
Uh-oh.
The glass box at the back of the ship is intact, but ajar. Like it's like got a door that's open ajar.
Well, I'm guessing that the air elemental must have got away because it fell down all the way down here.
Yeah.
If we can catch it, we can probably use the ship.
I'm more worried about where this came from.
Yeah, are there any
Ugh.
like markings that denote like a country of origin or like an allegiance, like a flag?
You can see there's no flag But you can see this like very faded and chipped painting with a couple of letters of the name of the ship. There is an N, a R, a W, and an L. The other letters, the paint is completely chipped away.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean.
This sounds like Wheel of Fortune right now. We gotta fill in the letters.
Would you like to buy a vowel? Anyone?
I was just going to say, could I buy a vowel? Wait, what is a vowel?
This is
Oh,
definitely
God.
the SS Narwhal. Huh. Well, this is very odd. I didn't know such things existed after Sweet Lou explains everything to us.
Yeah, I had no idea this even existed.
Flying
Maybe-
ships.
Well, if we go ahead and catch those things, then we could probably get this big, nice old ship right here.
Well, that's. I'm a little disappointed I didn't find anything, of value, but I guess information's its own reward sometimes, and I'll, zip down, grumbling to myself.
What about the box the air elemental was in? Like, how big can I take that?
It's large. It's like 10-foot square. Maybe not that. Like 8 foot on a side. It's very big.
How do you catch an air elemental?
They had a box. They probably just chucked it at it.
The Pokeball. Pokebox.
I go over to the tree, who is the tree with no name, and hey guys, are we ready to take this tree ride, or do we want to poke around here a little bit more, see if there's anything we can see?
You guys are starting to get quite exhausted, and pushing on any further today will you guys will risk being exhausted.
Oh,
Okay. Let's go on the ship and take a rest.
Yeah, yeah.
So before we go inside, I look at this tree and I ask, "This is something I wanted for a long time. Tree, you think you can help me out? I got a question.
Oh, what is that?
If one of you falls in a forest, but no one's around to hear it, do you make a sound?"
Yes, I do.
Well, thanks, tree. All right, cool.
Wait,
I look at Sweet Lou. I'm like, I thought he would run with that a little more, but it's cool.
are you sleeping in the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems safe.
Oh,
Are the elementals gonna come back?
the people sleep in the building usually. And the tree points a branch towards this building over here. It's a little intact hovel.
Oh, there's a building.
Oh, well, I guess we could sleep there.
Yeah, I guess so.
It'd be a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best, because I'm not thoroughly unconvinced that this ship is not haunted as hell.
Okay,
And then there's gonna be a flying Dutchman.
well, jump on and we'll taxi you over. Here you see it, just a small building here. It's a stone building. Looks relatively intact. And inside it's empty apart from some moss seeping through the cracked tiles. The small wooden boardwalk surrounding it. It's almost got a little moat by itself. Yes, the fire people used to stay here, but the fire people don't come here anymore.
The fire people.
Yes. The ones who make the fires, that wear the robes.
The bad people.
They're the ones who put the water everywhere. This place used to be rich for our kind. All the trees had leaves. There were flowing fields around everywhere, steeps as far as you could see. But they brung the water, and they made the fires, and they changed our world. And that's when the evil monsters started coming.
Is this a mill? Are we in a mill?
A mill?
Is there like a wheel? Like a big old wheel? I'm sorry, you said they started fires, and how did they bring the water?
Oh, we're not sure. They just made lots and lots and lots of water.
Huh.
Wait, you mentioned something about monsters?
Oh, yes. The monsters. They're everywhere. They never used to be here. Little weird dogs. And evil vultures. Even the
Can I make
trees have turned against us.
Can I make an insight or nature check or some kind of check to know what he's talking about?
From what you're guessing, it's probably the demons that the elves talked about.
Huh. Well, I'm glad we're inside of a stone building then.
Don't
For the
worry,
night.
we'll watch you while you sleep.
Thank you. Hey, I feel like I owe you a favor. Do you have like termite? Do you have termites or any particular bugs that are bothering you?
Oh, not really, no. We are
Oh.
happy here. The magic keeps us healthy.
Oh, good. Good.
Thank you. We
Just
will
checking.
watch you. You can close your eyes now.
Thank you.
The trees just stand next to the windows. Not sure if they're like watching you or how they even see. Are you guys slip into a slumber and take a long rest? Sleeping here in this dank little hovel. It's still very hard to breathe, and when you guys take a long rest, you guys only recover half the hit die, so a quarter of what you usually would because of the spores. So you guys will only get back 1 hit die for this rest.
Wow. Are we?
Wow, that's rough.
Do we get full rested though?
Yep, you guys take a long rest, but you only recover 1 hit die. You get everything else that you get from a long rest. And you wake up the next day. It's still just as dark, with the foreboding gloom all around you. You get ready to head out to Hex home. Let's take a 10-minute break now. When we get back, we'll head on over there. I'll see you guys back soon.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So, what is our total XP right now?
That was 9,702.
Alright, we're almost to level 6. I really need level 6.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna be right back.
Can't believe that power outage actually fixed my Mac issues.
wait, how did it fix it?
I have no idea. When my computer turned back on, the mic was working.
Yeah. Maybe you got hit really hard that it must have turned back on. It knocked some sense into your mic too.
No idea.
Don't question it, just it's the force, man. This forest is starting to be really tricky.
Alrighty, I'm back. Miss anything?
Nope. No one's come back yet.
Alrighty. Just had to throw something in a bowl for dinner. So fun.
What you having?
Salad. My
Salad?
fat ass is on a diet.
Oh. I thought with all the work that like the 27 jobs you have, you'd be fine.
Yeah, but I'm sitting on my ass most of the time. It's not really like it's a physically demanding job.
Oh. Oh, I thought you just do a lot. You have to clean, you have to work.
Oh, that cleaning shit, I don't
Fuck.
do that anymore. I don't got
Oh, you
time
don't
to do
do
that.
it? Oh. Oh, okay, working 12-hour shifts.
Basically. I'm working like my normal 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Then I'm doing Fridays and Sundays, or Mondays, depending on the schedule. And it's about 6-hour days.
Uber Eats?
No. I got a check-in position at a firearm rental facility.
Oh.
Yeah. I forget the name
So
on top of
that's-
my head because it's something very generic.
So it's an official job though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And it's
well,
something with better hours and better payment. It's $13 an hour, so I can't complain.
damn. Okay, now that's better.
No, it's a lot better than Uber Eats for a part-time
Well-
job.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general because you're working that and doing that, so it's like, what do you want from me, woman? I'm working 3 jobs for you.
I'm talking about her anymore. It's just more like keeping the payments on this place and making sure I can afford the repairs.
For your car?
No, for the condo. And this
Oh,
mold thing
okay.
is being more expensive than I even realized.
Oh, and you can't pull a loan for it?
I can. I don't want one.
Oh, okay.
It means just another monthly payment with interest. I don't want that.
True. So, when are you getting it fixed soon?
I mean, it's already getting fixed. I just got to pay off the credit card soon. Because if I don't pay them off within a certain time span, boom,
Oh, right.
27% hits.
Yep, I know the feeling. College.
Yep.
Oh,
I went to community,
I'm gonna
so it
have
was
to-
cheap.
well, no, I know I pay to go to community right now, so that's why they don't play with their money too. They miss one day, you miss one day, and I think it's I don't remember what it is. I think it's 30%. But yeah, they
Ah!
How's everyone going?
pretty good.
Good.
All right, you guys wake up the next morning and the trees are still watching over you. It's actually like a decently bright enough to see in the surrounding area for a couple of 100 feet, but there's still just this darkness beyond that. You can tell that the elves' magic works well here. The trees are just standing there watching you guys. You're not sure if they're like awake, asleep, or even if they're looking at you. They're just standing next to the windows when you guys rise. You take a moment to prepare. Laurent can prepare his spells. Sweet Lou can pray to his cleric god and prepare his cleric spells. And grab your weapons, armor, and put on your armor and ready yourselves for another day of adventuring. When you start moving around, the trees greet you all. Oh, good morning, good morning. Did you sleep well?
And I cough out some spores. Not, as good as we would have.
Actually, do you know the reason why there's so many spores? Like it was very difficult to sleep last night.
Oh, I think this is because of the demon dogs and the other fire people. It never used to be this way. That is what has stripped our leaves. If it were not for the owl's magic in this grove, we would have withered and died as well. Like you're withering and dying.
Yeah. I think that's where our paladin friend might have gone to.
Oh yes, Hex home. The lizard people came last night.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yes. They were practicing with weapons. But they passed through. We told them you were sleeping here. We told them to keep the noise down. They were burning some things near their statues. And then doing some target practice. But they moved on. They didn't wake you up, did they?
No, it was just mostly the spores
Oh,
at
good.
night.
We're glad that you have completed your photosynthesis. And you have absorbed
Yeah.
more nutrients so you can flourish. Well,
Me too.
come.
Okay.
Today we go to Hex home.
Yep.
Quick question. What trees? What's going on over yonder with the corpses?
Alright, you look out the window, Stingy Widget, and you see some rotting corpses scattered around what looks like it was once an old tower. It's a broken wood. Broken arrow shafts are scattered on the ground. And one of the corpses is moving. He is tied to a post in the middle of the tower. Multiple arrows sticking out of it.
Oh.
The zombie.
Is that the target practice dummy the lizard folks were using?
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's the one.
Okay.
Do you want to do that as well? We find it very strange that you shoot arrows into each other, though.
Yeah. No, it's not really my taste. It's not really my thing. Thank you though.
Are these spores turning people into these things from after a long time being in these forests?
Maybe.
God, Berets is starting to turn. We gotta take him down. Somebody green.
I take out one of my many costumes and I go, it's for a good cause, and I slice off like a sleeve and I tie a mask around my face after you say that to try and filter out the smoke.
It does sort of block a few spores, but it's still just it's getting slowly choked to death, but it's nothing too serious. A little bit sapped of energy. You guys jump on these awakened trees and they take you through the drowned forest, through this path, wading through more and more trees. And this journey goes on for a few hours as you go deeper and deeper into the drowned forest. Alright, they take you in the opposite direction you were traveling, northeast, for an amount of miles that I can't see because of this. Maybe if I zoom in. Yes, there we go. 5 miles. Alright, the trees manage to traverse the drowned forest very, very well, and 5 miles only takes you guys 2 hours, whereas it would usually take you double that. And you come to a river mouth. Well, not a river mouth, sorry, a river. And you guys are not sure of the name of this river. Judging from your map, it cuts through, straight through Salt Island, all the way down to the Azure Sea. Through the Hull Marshes. Up ahead, you start to see another building, some more ruins, crumbling ruins all around you. And the buildings become a bit more intact around here, like they haven't fallen into as much disrepair. And then you see it ahead of you. A small fortification here, middle of the drowned forest. A grey building that's 20 feet high. Walls are decaying. They're made from large square-cut stones bound with mortar. The flat-top walls bear no crenellations. There is a moat around it, stagnant murky water. And the trees, they drop you guys here. They put you down and then wave their branches. There you are, Hex home. Good luck. And without even waiting for you guys to say goodbye or anything, they just start like walking off. Dropping you on this road. They almost seem like they're in a rush to get away from the place. And it's just pitch black here as well. Even though it's the middle of the day, you've just plunged into darkness.
I'll cast light.
Of course.
Looks like they were in a hurry to leave.
They made like a tree and leave.
But dude.
This is a rickety road that leads up to the fortification. It almost reminds you guys of the moat house. There is a moat around it. Stagnant murky water. Stone keeps wrapping around the building. You can see the gloomy sort of visage of it. But you really, you don't see any fine detail whatsoever.
Alright, Kirith, you know the drill. Up front with me.
As you guys look to the south, those of you with dark vision see something just on the edge of your vision down to the south here. It is this weird looking plant. At first you think it's a shambling mound, but then you realize it has bones jutting out of it and these sickly looking yellow flowers top of its head.
What the? That doesn't look good.
What? Hold on, guys, there's something down there.
I'm getting close.
It just sort of sits there, this big mass, some sort of plant. Doesn't like move or react in any way as you guys walk up to the fortification.
I don't see anything. You guys are imagining things.
Should we set it on fire?
I can't see anything,
Maybe
so
that's creating this.
I think we should check it out.
I
Could
think that's
be
a
trouble
bad idea.
later. It could cause trouble later down the line, though.
After you, then.
Alright. It's like weeds, you gotta eat them early, or else it'll ruin the whole field.
There is as you move closer to it, you catch the scent of death in the air. There is a horrid stench coming off this creature.
Set it on fire.
Laron.
Kira, you gotta move up too.
I'll cast Mage Hand at this time and just kind of keep it on my shoulder, just to have it.
You gotta move up with Brazier.
Ready? And I'll.
As you guys move up there, coming within 15 feet of it, it just starts shambling forward very, very quickly, very, very aggressively. It just uproots itself and rushes you guys.
Okay. I didn't plan on going first, but do the whole vicious mockery. Hopefully this thing can hear.
You try to mock it, and just like a shambling mound, doesn't seem to be able to hear.
Damn.
It does not work.
He has a whole bunch of skulls heads.
Does they look like
Anyway.
humanoid skulls? That's like wrapped around and devoured. Stingy widget.
Whoops, moved in front of my turn. My bad. I moved back. Okay, so I'll move over here, and I'll take out my short bow, and I'll thread the arrow, look down the sight, and I will wait for, I'll wait for an opening. I'll wait for a moment of its attack, and I'm waiting until it's within, sneak attack distance, until it's a little distracted, and I just say, you know what? I'll move back over here so I get a clear line on it, and I'll just say, "You guys are doing fine. Just act natural." Pass turn.
Alright, so you're waiting for someone comes within 5 feet of it.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, the corpse flower, it sort of just lurches forward, shambling and releasing tentacles. Tentacles slick with some sort of thick black poison. Whoosh! One of them comes in at Bereza. It hits. Make a constitution save against poison. Alright, it hits you, Bereza, and you resist the poison, but you take 14 bludgeoning damage. The next tentacle just whoosh, comes in at Kareth. So it makes a second attack. 15 is a miss. And then it's going to whip the tentacle at Bereza again with a third attack. Meanwhile, you guys try to fight off this disgusting stench. It misses with a 9. And it just ends its turn there, flailing these tentacles around in front of it. Alright, Kareth. You need to make a constitution save.
That's not good.
Alright, this stench is just... It must be the rotten bodies inside of it. It's overwhelming. You manage to resist though. And you become immune to it now.
So I do my attack.
You slash with Oriole, a 10 is a miss. 23 hits. And you slash for 6 points of damage. And your reaction will go off, Cran Jade. A 9 is a miss. Your arrow just misses its mark.
Yeah.
Laurent.
Fire!
A 16 is a hit. Slams into the corpse flower for 10 points of damage. Some of the flowers start to burn, fall to the ground. Sweet Lou.
I'll follow in suit and use produce flame.
You toss a flame at it. 13 hits for 13 fire damage. Unlike the shambling mound, this thing isn't quite so damp and it does burn well. It takes 13 fire damage. Bereza, make a constitution save against the stench. 22. You don't even notice it.
I've had shits that smell worse than that. And then I'll come in,
Food.
and then I'll recklessly start swinging at it.
Alright, reckless attack. 20 is a hit. You hack into it for 25 points of slashing damage. And a 14 hits. Slashing for another 21 points of damage. Adult.
Alright, I'm gonna use my longbow to try to take a shot at.
22 is a hit. Ink an arrow into it for 6 piercing damage. Sticks in and hurts it.
All right, I will take out my rapier and say, well, that bow didn't work very well. I'll move up 20 feet to it and I'll stab it with the boomies. 5, 10, 15, 20. Boop. Hoping for a good roll. Good roll.
18 is a hit.
All right, I'll hit it for 29 damage. Just whatcha.
Alright, a portion of corpses and foliage explodes off of it. 29 points of damage. Bone fragments fly through the air.
I don't enjoy that, and I disengage and I back up 10 feet. And oh god! Oh, it was like stabbing a pimple. Oh, why did I do that? And then passed.
Alright, the corpse flower just sort of lurches itself forward, propelling itself like through Bereza and Kirith with its tentacles. Starts flailing these out wildly. As it's doing this, you see it just like take one of these zombies that are festered within its form, and it just devours it, and just it seems to heal it.
Ooh.
It regenerates a little bit from devouring one of these corpses.
Sweet.
Alright, it takes 9 thunder damage from the booming blade as it moves, and those corpses are just sort of shredded into more pieces. Rotten limbs.
What about
piece of limbs go flying in the air?
what about the 4 from the regular rapier as well? Well, booming rapier.
That is
Does that not count?
It's 2d8 damage when it moves.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The 4 always applies now because I'm above level 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it whips one of these poison tentacles at you, Stingy.
Oh, great.
A 14.
I'm
It
gonna uncanny dodge, but
Alright.
yes.
Make a Constitution save.
Ten. I need to take bless off.
Alright.
There we go.
The tentacle hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage with uncanny dodge. But the poison, it hits you for the full 18 points. Because it's a saving throw, it's not a attack.
No, that makes sense. Oh god, why did I get so close?
One tentacle goes for Bereza. And that hits. Bereza, make a Constitution save. Wraps around you, secreting this poison that burns your flesh. You resist the poison, and you take 4 bludgeoning damage, sorry. And third tentacle is for Kirith. It misses, deflects off your shield. Corpse flower ends its turn there.
Barely.
Alright, Kirith, you're up.
Let's go, Ariel.
22 hits. You slash it for 9 points of damage. And a 14 hits. You cut it down, slicing through it, and it collapses onto the ground. And it sort of starts to almost disgouge a corpse. And this disgusting rotten body falls onto the ground as the corpse flower just falls apart.
Right. Search it.
And it's covered in this disgusting slime. You start sort of searching it, Kirith. You want to search it? Got this like secretion all over it. Yeah.
I'm not particularly in the mood of getting poisoned by flowers, so I'm going to pass.
I can look through it.
Of course you can. Gonna get poisoned, my friend.
I'll search through it.
Alright, make a constitution save for the poison brazier as you search the corpse. It doesn't bother you none. Alright, you start searching through it, and it doesn't like have any possessions. The actual clothes of the creature are just nothing more than tattered rags. Just nothing more than really a pile of putrid bones with scraps of flesh attached to it. You search what little it has of pockets, and there is nothing of value on its person.
What about the zombie? I'll yell from like behind as I press a rag against my nose. What about that guy?
That's the corpse.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the corpse flower. Never mind.
The corpse flower just disintegrates. It just sort of turns into a pile of mush on the ground.
Alright, Berzer's going to go ahead and wash his hands off.
Okay. There's a puddle of water here. It's sort of dirty water. It washes off the slime and just covers your hand in dirt.
Alright, could I get a little checkup? Same with Stingy.
All right. Yeah, not a problem. I'll give you Cure Wounds level 1. And Stingy is pretty hurt, so yeah, I'll go to number 2 for him.
The rest of like the remains from the corpse flower are nothing more than like fragile and brittle bone pieces, puddles of goop.
Everyone else okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
There is a bit of a thick sort of fog that encases this area as well. It seems to have just like crept in as you guys are fighting that creature. Everything becomes lightly obscured.
Alright, Kirith and me will lead us into the fort.
Alright, there's a spongy looking wooden ramp that crookedly spans the moat. It looks frail, and this rotten sulfuric odor saturates the air. You look in to see a set of wooden doors that are open. You can see the first few steps of like inside the stone keep. It's got these crumbling slabs, stone covering the ground, the floor.
Alright, I wouldn't trust it. So, I will jump across.
Okay.
Across.
And then everyone else that, like, jumps on over if they want to, I'll go ahead and catch them if they can't jump too far.
If you guys have
Yeah,
if you guys have a strength score of 11 or higher, you can jump it. No, you won't be able to jump the whole thing, but you could make an athletics check to try and clear it.
Alright, yeah, I'll try to clear it once it's
Do some
room.
hardcore.
You could do an acrobatics check.
Okay.
You'd be going across it, but you'd be doing it without putting your full weight on it.
Yep.
Alright, Adol, you just cartwheel across
I'll do the same.
Yep.
Alright, sweet Lou, you do. You just like handstand, walk across. with adult balancing on your feet.
Yeah.
Alright, as the two of you step into this area, something happens.
Oh. Oh, do I have to move back?
No.
Okay.
Where you are is good. Alright, some forms of some creatures appear. These blue ghostly warriors. One of them sort of just phases through the wall to the north at this tower, this keep here. And two of them just sort of phase through this door inside the building. They are sword wraith warriors. Spectral warriors.
Oh boy.
With red glowing hearts. They
I
carry.
am not in a good spot.
They look like knights of the same order. Some warriors wearing the same livery, as if in they wore in life as they do in death. Some sort of spectral knights, and they're armed with long swords and shields. And they sort of speak with these disembodied voices. You have infiltrated Hexholm. Prepare to die. None shall pass this gate. And Sweet Lou, you're up first.
After hearing that, I'm like, I'm not having any part of this. I'm gonna disengage. And I'm gonna move on
Just
in.
runs.
Oh, I can't move in.
You can. It's I think it's half your movement.
No,
I
I
mean,
can.
right.
I was just going the wrong way. So that'd be 10. Yep.
Wait, where were you?
I was right here.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you try to go through them and they just step in front of you. You will not pass. And they don't let you go through.
Okay. Then I will disengage. Yeah, like I said, disengage and I'll move back then.
Alright, you step back onto the drawbridge and it's very soft and spongy underfoot, but it supports your weight.
Oh, thank you. And that was fine. One more, and that's it.
Still yourself. We will defend Hexholm with our lives. A sword wraith warrior rushes you, Adol. Coming in with his long sword.
Okay.
He will
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
A 9 is a miss. Then he's going to use Martial Fury. He makes another attack as a bonus action. And
Okay.
when he does this, it leaves him wide open. So attack rolls have advantage on him.
Oh, like a reckless attack.
Yeah. Alright. It hits you for... ignore that description. Hits you for 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And yeah, he's like just being quite sloppy with his stance there, just slashing wildly. Looks enraged. This red glowing heart that he has is sort of thumping with anger. The red light reaches up to his eyes.
Hey, I can do that too.
At all.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do the same. Well, I will not rage. I wish I could, but bards. So I'm gonna
You
attack
can
with
make
my shot.
barbarian.
Huh? Oh yes.
I was gonna say you can make a barbarian.
27 is a crit.
You know what that means.
Alright.
I'm going to use 2d8 and hopefully not 2-1. Yes! Oh my god, I was using defensive flourish, by the way.
Alright. That's 6 to your AC and 22 points of damage on the sword wraith warrior. Your magical sword slices straight through him and this blue spectral blood sort of sprays out from the wound. Just going to, I think there's something wrong with the dynamic lighting here. So I'm actually just going to just delete it for now because I don't think it was it was like not aligned properly. But shouldn't
And then
shouldn't change much.
Yep. And then my second, my dagger venom.
And 11 is a mess. He brings up the shield and hits the blade away.
Question. Since that was a crit, do I not get the other 3 as well with my AC?
No. You do extra damage, it doesn't increase, it doesn't like double your AC though.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm just gonna readjust my AC for this round, but I'm gonna put it back the next round, okay?
Yep.
And it's a 20.
Aerith.
Go ahead, attack that one.
26 is a hit. This guy, right? This guy, right? Yeah, 26 hits.
Is it considered extra radiant damage?
It definitely looks undead. It's a ghost. Alright, you slice and the radiant churns it as it takes 13 points of damage. And a 26 hits. You slice again, and Oriole cuts through the Sword Wraith Warrior, and it just slices it in half and vanishes. Stingy Widget.
Alright, first I'm gonna yell to them and say, you were ordered to protect this place. What's the name of your commanding officer? And then I'll look at my bow and imagine shooting a non-magical arrow at a ghost and not do that. And instead, let's see, I will take out of my pocket a feather and wave it in the air. And I'll say, I'll cast Hideous Laughter on, listen.
Okay.
Right there.
Alright, the Sword Wraith Warrior responds. We guard Hexholm for Venetia Winterfane, and we will die by our honor to protect her. And the Sword Wraith Warrior then...
It's a DC 13. Well, he got it.
Well,
gives you a stern look. We have slayed many mages before. Magic will not work against us.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Good, good. And I'll back away and I'll enter.
Alright, this Sword Wraith Warrior is going to try and grab you, Bereza. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. And he just grabs you by the arm and grapples you. And then he just heaves you this way using 10 feet of movement. Heaves you out using another 10 feet. And pushes you out and moves up using all of his movement. And he and there.
And I'm sorry, was that Venetia Winterfang you said?
Venetia Winterfane.
Fane. Okay.
Now that wasn't very nice, now wasn't it?
Leave this place.
I'll leave this place with you dead on the floor.
Okay, as long as you leave. I did say I'll die by her honor. But technically I would win that.
Nah.
It's kind of like from Infinity War. You only got that. I'll die trying.
Bears is not smart, okay?
Yeah, he told a ghost to drop dead.
He's gonna go ahead and reckless though.
Okay.
And then attack that ghost.
An 18 is a hit. Alright, you just take your axe, just stop driving the blade into it. Is your axe magical? Oh, what happened to my screen?
No, it's just not yet.
Alright, you hit it for, the blade does not pierce it as you would expect, and you hit it for 8 points of damage. You take another swing, and a 20 is a hit. Keep on driving that blade into it for another 12 points of damage. Still, this blue spectral blood starts oozing out of the wound. Laran.
Alright. I'll cast Chromatic Orb on it.
Alright, you'll be at disadvantage. And 22 hits. What type of damage would you like to do?
Lightning.
Okay. Are you doing it at second level?
Yes.
Alright. Before you cast the spell, you need to say that you're upcasting it. Otherwise, it'll have to be at the default level of level 1. So, take back your second level slot, but deduct the first level. Alrighty. A lightning bolt strikes it for 17 points of damage. Doesn't seem resistant at all and leaves this smoldering wound. Smoke starts to trail up from the Sword Wraith warrior. This warrior faces you, Kirith. Steel yourself. And it attacks with its longsword. It forgets to draw its sword and just swings. I haven't done this for a while. Then it draws its sword. Uses martial fury.
Try again, my friend.
To attack as a bonus action. And it misses. You just parry the Sword Wraith warrior off.
That's better. You're improving. I'm impressed.
Wow, this is... We're learning.
While you're fighting that one, Kirith, this one faces you at all. We only believe in honorable fights. Mano a mano. And you just use your swords to block the attack.
Oh, good.
And... Oh, wait. 23?
Yeah. I had a 17 plus 17 plus
yes,
6,
you did.
23.
Alright.
Yes.
And then a bonus action, it's going to do Martial Fury. You fight well with a blade. And
come at me, bro.
Easily just parry the attacks off in a bit of a dance as the Sword Wraith warrior leaves itself open. Sweet Lou.
Alrighty.
I'm readjusting.
Yep, I'm gonna bonus action and use my spirit totem, bear spirit. I'll summon it right here.
Okay. Alright, everyone in that area gains
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
10 hit points. 10 temp HP.
Yeah, I have a hard time saying that too.
10 temp hit points for all, and advantage on strength checks and saves as long as you're in that aura.
And then, this one right here that's looking like it's fading out, I'll use... I want to see if this works. I'll use Frostbite.
Alright. It's going to make a con save, and...
Damn.
We have climbed icy mountains for many leagues. The cold does not affect us. We are stalwart, undying.
You were a badass when you were alive. That sucks you're stuck here.
If you keep on fighting us long enough, we'll list all of our accolades. at all.
All right, I'm gonna go mano-y-mano with this guy.
Alright, you have advantage.
Yep. He's still cutting.
26 is a hit. You slash him across the arm for 10 points of damage.
Yep, and then I'm gonna do defensive flourish. This time it's only giving me 1d8. Sadly. Hopefully I can roll some numbers. Alright, that's still good.
An
21.
extra 4.
And then can hit. Going my dagger of venom. And that's gonna
Yeah. You are just clinging
use
onto his
swords, not
spectral
daggers.
chain shirt. A real warrior fights with sword and shield. Only a coward uses 2 weapons.
Hey, I have my own style of fighting. And I'm doing pretty good at it. I end my turn.
Aerith.
All right, I'll abide by a rule. Fight you 1-on-1.
Come at me, bro. 18 hits.
Oh shit!
Alright, you slash through him for 18 points of damage. It's like flickering golden flame trails the blade slash. And you slice again for another 16 points of damage. Swordwave Warrior's just got ribbons of radiant energy cut through it.
Next.
You're giving us the fight we deserve.
I'll talk to them and say, "You are honorable warriors, deserving of an honorable battle and an honorable death." And as I say that, I use a bonus action to use my mage hand Ledgerman to attach a kick me sign to this guy over here. And then I'll move down southward a little bit. 25. So I have kind of a better angle. And then I'll look at my non-magical bow and say, "Fuck it." And I'll shoot this guy with my short bow.
An 18 is a hit. Or 8 points of damage. You shoot him right in that red glowing heart of his, and then it just vanquishes him.
Oh shit. Then I'll move 5 feet up more. And then end my turn. Good job.
Berazar, you're no longer grappled.
Fuck Anna! and then I'll run in here and I'll start swinging at that guy.
They start to
Still
glow
wait.
red. They start to like fly into their own rage. How dare you disgrace us in that manner? What does it say? What does it say? As he like sort of turns his back to you.
It says kick me, and then I'll swing my axe at and then I'll swing my axe at him.
And he just brings up his longsword and like catches the blade of your axe with a single arm. A 16 hits. And you just bring the axe around again. He tries to block it with his shield. You cut straight through his spectral shield and straight through his spectral head. And he just fades away. The kick me sign just flows to the ground.
And then with
you're
Great Weapon Master, I'll go ahead and swing at that guy now.
Battle cry.
Alright. A 14 is a miss. He blocks it with his shield. Laurent.
Alright, I'm gonna go over the bridge and get to 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. And I'm gonna shoot this guy with firebolt.
15 misses him. Locks it with his shield. Screeches across the room. You have no honor. Real warriors fight evenly. Ah! And his eyes glow red as he goes into a rage.
Then maybe you all shouldn't have died.
He just his spectral shield just disappears, and he starts fighting with the longsword with two hands, swinging wildly. He sort of just phases straight through Gareth, and he provokes an attack from Baraza. Alright, you take a wild swing but miss him. He ducks under the attack. And then he comes in at Luran. Ah! And 15 misses. And he uses his martial fury. Give himself a second attack as a bonus action. Leave himself wide open. And 25 hits. Hitting you for 10 slashing damage.
Alright, so that means you take no damage.
It's roughly 1 bear's worth of damage.
Coward mage.
Couldn't bear it anymore.
Oh no.
Sweet Lou.
Alrighty, move up so I can just see him, and I'll try the same thing, frostbite.
Alright.
Oh, come on!
The ice sheets him and then he just shatters it all away.
Oh man, that's the second time that he tried that knee crit.
They crit against me, shit! Whatever, fuck you.
I once buried myself in the snow for 4 weeks.
So that must have been how you died.
Actually, that is the last thing I remember.
Oh no.
Oh god.
He holds the world record.
I don't
Still
know.
buried.
See what Ron?
Come to think of it, I don't ever remember crawling out of that hole.
I see we're on the same side.
I'm still
We can
holding my
help
breath.
each other.
No one can
We don't
help
have
me.
to fight. Like,
That's how Casper died.
Do you not understand why I'm here? My soul have risen because I died without any chance to fight back. It's kind of my own fault for burying myself in the snow, but still, I will protect this fortification.
yeah, I'm sorry. Your goal is gonna end short.
Ask his name.
A 16 hits. You stab him for 8 piercing damage.
And then my dagger of venom.
It's a crit.
Yes.
Too bad you don't get that poison. Alright, 9 points of damage
Yeah,
still.
I
You
know.
just
Oh my
stab
god.
him straight
Oh my
in
god.
his spectral chest.
Okay.
Ah! And all blood drips out.
Well.
Sort of just trails away in spectral form.
I move away because this show is over with. Actually, yep, I'm gonna stay right there. And I'll end my turn.
Kareth.
So, valiant foe, it's time to end.
I will gladly go on to
Oh
the
my
next
God.
world, as long as I have defended my territory and my people and my and he's just melted away.
You decapitate his ghost form.
You talk too much.
I just imagine like when he was talking, he just decapitate the ghost.
Quick, get
I
the
don't-
eyes
I'm
before
telling
we
his-
return to the center
I
of
don't
the
go for monologuing. I'm okay with talking, but monologuing, no.
That reminds me of the one time off topic, how I managed to decapitate a ghost in Skyrim somehow. Yeah, and then after I cut his head off, a real head popped up where between the ghost head and the real head. And it's like, this is kind of freaky.
But then kill.
They're undead.
Alright, so I'm gonna come to this bridge, and I'm gonna, like, pretend to acrobatics cross, and I was like, oh wait, I forgot I could do this. And I use change appearance, which allows me to change my weight. I become like a 15-pound gnome, and I just walk across.
Are you gonna become another Loran?
Yeah, but it's a little bit smaller.
Alrighty. A mini Laron. Alright, it sort of is a bit bouncy when you walk over it. Bounce up and down.
Then I'll change back.
Okay.
And then I'll look at Brazier. Hey, what happened to Fruella?
I got she got pregnant. The baby.
Oh.
I'm a dead.
Oh, good for you. You know what that means? Guys, call me Hendrik Topaz again. I don't have to keep up this front. It's easier than Cran. It's Stingy Widget. Oh, good. I no longer have to hide from my ex-wife. Alright, so. Now we're here.
Alright.
Check out this tower.
Fix the dynamic lighting a bit there. Alright, so as you guys walk into X home, courtyard here, it's sodden, full of spongy green lichen, crumbling masonry. You look around. How long does that bear last for? Is it a minute or something?
Yeah, 1 minute. It'd be gone by now.
He fades away shortly after the fight. And Grazer
that
calms
bear
down
was
from
funny.
raging. You, Kirith, you notice, some sort of dark shadow moving to the south. In this direction.
We'll move towards it.
As soon as you look over towards it, it sort of just disappears. It's up on a keep. On the second floor.
What's up, Iris?
I saw something like a shadow move on the wall there. Was that? I'm able to describe it. Was it a humanoid form, an animal form? It's just not a script.
Humanoid. At first glance, you think it's humanoid, but you can't be sure.
It was humanoid and it moved and now it's disappeared.
Are these doors?
They are windows. And
okay.
You just see darkness inside. More windows.
Well, I think we should keep moving on then.
Scattered all over the ground
There's
here.
a passage to the north.
You see there's a tower there that Laurent points out. And there is bent swords, broken clubs, scraps of armor, and rotting bones scattered around the ground in the corners of the room over here. And some of the wall has completely crumbled away.
Well, gents, you know what I have to do. And I turn and I yell, "Hark! We are here on the orders of Valicia Winterfrane. Show yourselves, for we are on the same side."
Yet no response. But someone appears. A woman. You hear a door open, and then these like clopping of footsteps. Shimmering blue ghostly woman hovering above the ground. Seems to be middle-aged, and she's dressed like a servant. He looks at you, Stingy Widget. Excuse me, do you mind to yell? Have you no manners?
Pardon me. There was just no doorman, or there were, but they weren't very polite, so I figured I would announce our presence, as is the custom of entering such a great hall such as this.
Oh, the guards, yes. They can be noisome. I apologize.
Yeah. No worries.
Welcome, my honored guests.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry, who am I speaking to?
My name is Edric. Edric Otherson.
Edric Otherson.
Edric.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, and I go to kiss her ghostly hand.
Why, thank you. You're such a charming man. Come, my honored guests. I have refreshments here for you. Anything I could do to make your grand stay comfortable at Hex home?
Thank you. And I look back to the party and just shrug. I didn't think that was going to work, but there we go.
What kind of drinks?
All right, she just takes you guys into this great hall here, which not really so great anymore. And you see a couple of tables laid out here. There is a grand feast laid out on the table, a banquet. They have chalices. They have bowls of soup, roasts, pies, custards, ices, jellies, and such, laid out on these tables. Please help yourself. Perhaps you would like a cup of tea or a glass of wine.
Wine for me, please, Edric. But I do have to say, are we? We're actually looking for some friends of ours, or a friend in particular, dressed in red. Are we the first guests to come by here in a while, or would you happen to know?
Oh. Well, come to think of it, I can't quite remember. You're the first guests I've received today. Strange. Can't remember having any other guests. My memory must be failing me in my old age. Forgive me. Please, I hope you can forgive this discrepancy. You won't tell Lady Winterfane about this, will you? Usually I'm very orderly.
This is a secret between friends, Eldrick. No worries.
Why, thank you, sir. Perhaps some wine I shall pour for you. And she takes this chalice. And she hands you this wine and a nice glass. You see it sort of spectral, and when you try to take it, your hand goes straight through it.
Well, that's just mean.
Oh, she sort of spills it a little bit. Oh, sorry. Oh, and then she looks over your head. I'll be right with you. Sorry, I'm just going to have to put this here. I've got other guests to serve. And then she walks over here and she just starts talking to herself. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here, my honored guests. Perhaps you would like some food.
Those guards are gonna come back, aren't they? Well, gentlemen.
Yeah. Alright, with all the food on the table, which starts to look pretty translucent and illusion-y to you guys, in the very middle of the table, there is a single magnificent silver chalice filled to the brim with red wine, and there are some words engraved onto the side in an unknown language. And it looks real.
Laron, can you read that?
Show me your language proficiencies.
Oh.
Alright.
None of those languages. Not Idiotese. Not Orc. Not Druidic.
Idiot.
Not Aquan.
Oh, You already did my other ones.
Lots of.
Do we know what
lots
LeRon
of-
has?
Hmm.
Because he'd be our guy, I think.
To have what?
What languages you got? Oh, wait, no, you already.
Common,
Yeah, well,
common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish.
It's none of those.
do you have comprehend languages?
There's just 2 words.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Actually, I do if you permit me some 10, 11 minutes to cast it as a ritual.
That's,
Music
that's not a
club.
language, Brazier.
Although club was a language.
You start casting it. I'll see if our lovely hostess can help us out. And let's see. And then we got all our bases.
Just ask her what language it is. She'll know.
Excuse me, one more time. Lovely Edric.
Oh yes, sir. Sorry, one moment. Yes,
Of course.
I'll take your order. Oh, we'll be having dinner later. We've got a
Yes.
beautiful menu prepared for you. I'll be right back with you. Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir. What can I
Don't
help you
worry.
with?
That goblet in the middle of the table. I think it is fascinating, but I don't understand the script. Is that something you'd be able to help us with? 'Cause
Oh,
it is
that
quite beautiful.
cup is Lady Winterfane's personal drinking chalice. I dare not even question what it says. Don't drink from it. Sorry. Yes, I'm coming. Sorry, they're quite bossy, aren't they? Yes, I can hear you. No need to shout. I'm coming.
Well,
Cannot drink it.
I was gonna say the moment she says I can't drink it, I'm going
I
for
really
it.
want to drink it,
Yeah, I really want to drink it too.
but I don't want to be the guy who drinks it.
Well, let's find out what it says
Sweet
first.
dude, I want to drink it.
I guess we both reach for it.
Hold on.
Oh God.
Are we gonna wait till LeRon at least tells us? I'm cool with drinking it, but
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Let me know when.
Yeah, just
10 minutes
no.
are up to
No, I would go for it.
I'm going. Bears is going for it too.
I'll cast Mage Hand real quick because I see them struggling.
These guys are like little kids.
Alright.
give me the cup.
They
Give me the
told
cup.
me no.
I want the sippy glass.
Sweet Lou, you drink it and make a wisdom save against being charmed.
Oh shit.
You are an elf, though, right?
Yeah, with Fey ancestry.
But he's a sea.
Alright, you drink from
Yeah.
it and the wine seems a little vinegary, like it's spoiled, and your eyes sort of feel a little bit funny and you get this weird sort of shiver up your spine, but other than that, I mean, it tastes like shit, but you feel perfectly fine.
I just swig it around for a second. Alright, it's gone bad. I don't think it does anything.
I kind of still want to try it anyway.
Go right ahead, man. It's been here probably for a couple 10
That's
years.
Oh, it's okay. You know, they age it, you know.
Oh, that's not how aging works, but alright.
Alrighty. Brazier, you can make a wisdom save too if you drink from it.
No, I'm not as good as Sweet Lou at this, so let's see how this goes. Oh boy.
There we go.
Alright, Brazier.
Roll initiative.
You suddenly get this like idea in your head that you need to enter the chapel area of this keep. It's to the west. You feel strongly suggested to go there and search for some bones of a person named
Hey, God.
Yuriko.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and check out over here.
Can I do an insight check on him? Or no?
Might as well check out over there. I'm coming with you, Brazier.
Yeah, you can do an insight check to see if Brazier's acting weird. He does sort of just like put the cup down, just like he just sort of stares at the wall for like 10 seconds without saying anything. His eyes like glaze over, and then he just very mechanically like turns 90 degrees, and he's like, I think I need to go over here.
I mentioned the silver chalice
guys,
into my pocket.
I think-
so now I
All
have.
right,
I
there's
think-
like no wine left, and you get the silver chalice.
Yep. I just want the chalice.
So, is there so what happens when I?
Yeah, you think there's something weird about Baraza at all? You don't think he's behaving normally?
Hey, Kira, guys, Brazer's acting strange. Like after he drank that, he wasn't acting himself.
He's always
As they're
strange.
saying that,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
as they're
no,
saying
like,
that, I'm
we can
just
tell that-
searching through the bones.
But I'm kind of willing to see where this goes.
And to be fair, and I look at Brazier digging through bones, like there's really no standard of normal for that guy. I mean,
Yeah.
Let's just let it
well,
play
they-
out.
It's like I'm on weed or some shit.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna check out these bones.
You like enter this room, Baraza, and like Kareth, you look around and it just looks like a relatively like empty, spacious room. The walls have been plastered and painted black with purple circles on them, but there are no furnishings whatsoever. But Baraza, when you sort of look around, you see this altar made of obsidian on the north side of the room, and there are pews in a few neat rows. It looks like a grand chapel, and you see these like stained glass windows engraved with crescents and discs, and there is a single sharp knife of polished onyx lying next to a bowl on this altar, and you see a place of worship. Now you just suddenly you get this overwhelming sensation to grab the corpse of that zombie that was disgorged from the corpse flower and like lay it to rest here.
All right, guys. I think if we go ahead and yeah, I'm just gonna go do it.
as he leaves the room, can I do an Arcana check on the altar?
There's no altar.
You said an onyx knife and a ball. It looks ceremonial. Which
Only
sounds-
Baraza saw that.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't know that.
Everyone else just sees like an empty room, like Baraza's tripping out or something.
Oh.
I lost
Oh.
sight of Brazier.
What's up?
I lost sight of Brazier.
Ah shit! Let's find that fucking guy.
We should put a.
Hey, Barazer, you want to pet Slick Rick? Come on, buddy.
Alright, the ghost comes up to Baraza, who's got this like corpse just sort of slung over his shoulder, and she looks horrified. What is that? Guards, help! And she like sort of runs off, frightened, and like just moves straight through Sweet Lou. Like runs away.
Welp.
Hey, I don't know what's going on. Anyone else?
Not a clue.
I was still chanting.
This is
Still
starting
trying
to
to
get,
cast.
this is starting to get more weird than interesting. I don't know about you. He's carrying a corpse, guys. What is he doing?
I just need to do something. I think I do.
He's under a spell.
Well, I'm prepared for. I don't think I can take him. Not gonna lie, guys. So I'm gonna become. What's her name? Edric. Edric Offenstun.
Alright, you change your appearance to look like a ghost. So
And I'm not floating. I'm just walking.
yeah, you do a bit of a poor job of it. You can't like make yourself look spectral or anything like that. You just got like these sort of glowy blue flesh. You look like a budget version of her, basically.
Like a shitty avatar.
Yeah. Shitty avatar. But Yeah, if no one knew what a ghost looked like, it would be uncanny. You try.
Can I use disguise self to make it a little better?
You could yeah, I guess disguise self changes your appearance more. Right?
Yeah. Look different until
All
the
right,
spell.
it sort of creates this like ethereal glow now, and yeah, you look pretty ghostly now. Pretty uncanny.
Why, hello, gentlemen. Can I get you some wine?
And as I'm just walking, I'm just like,
All right, now you get this this sensation, Razor. It's like a voice in your head. Burn it. Burn them. Burn it.
what?
All right.
What?
As you guys are doing this, Laran, you hear some footsteps, and Adol, you look to the north, and you see this skeletal-looking mage with green glowing eyes, purple and black cow over her head.
Guys, we got company. Just so you know.
Oh, now what?
Yep, we got company. Over there.
She walks
Guys,
in,
can I see
Berets-
Torch?
and the ghost is sort of behind her. Lady Winterfane, I tried everything. I offered them wine, but one of them brought in a corpse, and enough. And this ghostly figure, or skeletal undead figure, looks at you all and just starts like walking around. Leaves Laran to do what he's doing, and like walks up to Sweet Lou and Stingy Widget. Move out of my way.
Of course, Lady Winterfane. Of course, at once. Of course.
Alright, she looks over at her maid and then looks at you, Stingy Widget. And just looks very confused.
Something wrong, my lady?
But her gaze then just turns towards Bereza, as if this is something more important. And she points at you, Bereza. What are you doing? What are you doing with Yuriko?
I just heard someone say to burn it, and I was like, I might as well do a good thing for him.
Hand Yuriko over at once.
But the person was like, burn it, and then I'm just trying to burn it.
If you do not hand over Yuriko, then I will have to take him by force.
Am I still charmed at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, lady, I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with you on that one.
How dare you? How dare you desecrate the corpse of my beloved Yuriko? Death will become of you.
God.
And Venetia Winterfane attacks.
Whoa. Oh, and she goes first.
Oh no, Stingy's got it.
Does Stingy want to break his disguise though? He's doing so well for his lady.
Yeah.
Alright. She starts to glow with this like shadowy energy. Reveals her deathly looking claws.
That's not good. My lady, would you like to hear a joke?
Silence! Maid!
Yes,
Go back to what you were
yes,
doing.
my lady. Yes, my lady.
Alrighty.
God.
Venetia makes a wisdom save against his laughter. And
Jesus! Stop with the.
That wasn't
serious.
Alright, Seb, that's not funny.
now is not the time for jokes.
Sorry, but you look like you could use a laugh. And I come up here. Bonus action hide if I can. Otherwise, I'll just chill.
You try
Make
phasing
a,
through the wall, but it doesn't work.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, I got them booties. So this is an advantage. Son of a bitch. Hey!
Alright. 26.
And I will pest her. Good job.
I see now. None of you want me to be happy. None of you want us to be together. For too long have we conformed to the others. I'm sorry, Yuriko, but we can be together. And I will stop anyone who tries to prevent that. And Venetia is going to run at Bereza. Actually, first of all, she's going to do something else. She's going to cast a spell. And it's going to be a globe of darkness.
Ooh.
It's a problem.
15-foot radius globe of darkness starts radiating around her. And then she calls, Shah, veil me from the assailants. Strike my love true. And then she runs at Bereza, covered with the shadows.
Yeah.
Baran.
Right, I'll yell out, What? What's going on? I tried to cast a spell for like 9 minutes.
We got that
Can you
stolen.
translate the
We got that stolen.
Okay.
We got it stolen from when we went to Moat House.
Says I have it apparently, but I think it was stolen.
Didn't we get all that shit back?
No, we didn't find it.
We did. We only got to kill Cole Ward.
Alright, gotcha.
It's all dark in here and I can't see, right?
Yes. The darkness starts 15 feet away from her.
What's going on? I can't see. I'll prepare to cast, I guess I'll prepare to cast Firebolt on the first enemy that comes into visual range.
Okay. Kareth.
Yeah, I guess I'll step forward here. And attack.
You will prevent our love, then you will die too. And you attack at disadvantage. A 15 misses. You sort of feel the woof, or you'll sort of bounce off some sort of spectral armor. And a 17 hits, slashing her for 9 points of damage. He maintains concentration. Adol.
All right. I want to make a persuasion check. As my act, can I do that?
Depends on what you're saying.
I'm saying we don't want to stop you and Yuriko from being together. Our friend is just being controlled. Could you help us break the spell? And then he might snap to his senses. Please, we want to make sure you stay together.
Make a persuasion check. If what you say is true, the spell can be broken. I will attempt to break it, but if you're lying...
Thank you.
And as she says that, Adol, to the southeast, a door bursts open. And...
Oh.
6 sword wraith warriors start piling out from the southeastern guardhouse.
Oh crap!
That's nice, but yeah, I'm telling you, please break the spell, and then you'll see what I mean. We don't want to keep you from Yuriko.
Alright, we'll see what happens. But for now, we're
All right,
staying
so
in
guys,
initiative.
please. Yep. So please don't attack us, Sweet Lou. Do you hear what I say?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear what I say?
I know what you were saying.
Okay.
Saying. Alright, yeah, after seeing all these guys burst in, I'm like, I ain't having any of that shit. I'm gonna do conjure animals and just put it right in front of them.
Alright, when you cast that spell, Venetia counterspells you.
Oh.
I was... Bitch. Okay. That is an action.
Hitting my trap card.
Yeah, she doesn't know what you're casting, but she just dismisses it.
True. Yeah, let's see here. Got no bonus actions, and... Alright.
Sort of calls to you. You cannot. To break the spell, you want to harm me and harm Yuriko.
Oh, no.
I was just trying to keep your men from kicking our asses. I don't know what you're talking
They
about.
obey me. They will do as I say.
Look, we have no desire to harm you, so please call off your men. We will defend ourselves if we have to.
We will see about that.
Alright. And I'm gonna hide behind Adol, and that's my turn.
Bereza.
Alright. I personally don't want to do this, but this is what Berezer would do. He's gonna go into a frenzy rage.
Alrighty. You fly into a murderous, frenzious rage.
And I will start recklessly swinging at the skeletal lady.
Alright. As you do that, you are just hit with an exploding pain in your head, Bereza. You take 26 points of psychic damage as you try to resist the charm. And you can still like do what you want to do. Just trying to resist that charm just hurt. Alright, reckless attack will be regular attacks. A 12 misses. Feel your axe bouncing off her magical armor. Those are 5. You swing into the darkness. You still feel compelled to just burn that body, Bereza. Stingy.
Oh no.
Alright, I'll move up into the hallway here and yell into this inky blackness. It's true, my lady. He drank from your goblet and he's began acting weird. And I'll use my mage hand to just kind of like extend the goblet into where I think they would be in this inky blackness, based off of what I hear. Just kind of like put it out and like, I'm just a simple maid, my lady, but it was the goblet's fault. That's
Oh my god, I hope this works.
She turns to you. Edric, why did you let them drink from the goblets?
They're very strong, my lady. You look at him, his muscles, they ripple and bulge, ma'am.
You will be disciplined for this. And then Venetia turns to you, Adol. Very well. You'll see if you speak truth or lies. But be warned, if what you speak is a lie, I will destroy you first. And she casts Dispel Magic on Baraza.
Oh, God.
And the magic is strong. He needs to make an ability check for this. And Baraza,
Yes!
the charm is broken from you. And Venetia is taken aback. How do you react, Baraza?
How'd you get here?
I'm still like frenzy rage, so I'm like,
There. It's okay, it's over now.
If you give him a hug, you can feel his rippling muscles, my lady. He was so strong with the glove.
Oh, yes. Luckily, Yuriko's not alive to see this. Oh my.
Thank you. It's just I didn't mean to drink out of your chalice. It's just it looked good in there, and I just wanted a little sip, and then it took over my mind.
I think Ederic does make a good point. You are kind of strong. You can drink from my chalice any day.
Oh my God.
I don't know when.
Oh my God.
It makes me happy.
Oh my God.
As she holds up her hand. Men, hold. And she turns to Baraza. Please step outside the chapel. I must be with Yuriko. I must send him away once and for all.
I retrieve.
You're fired!
Lady, you know I can't leave the castle. What am I supposed to do?
You'll never work for any hold in the middle of the forest again!
Oh, my lady! And then I'll use Mage Hand Ledgerman if she has the goblet to, like, pickpocket it away from her and sneak it back into my possession and run off crying.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Please roll pretty good.
Oh, I've got a headache.
Yay!
Right, as she's like leaning down, you just take the chalice.
And then I run off crying. Then I'll drop the disguise. I'll drop both disguises as I turn the corner.
And then I'll just like sit at the table here and just hold my head like.
The warriors line up against the back wall, and Venetia, she sort of kneels down at the disgusting zombie body, and she says, "Blood for the blessing of Shah." And she takes the onyx knife off the altar, and you guys just see basically her mime this. You guys don't see any of it, but you see her miming it. Takes this knife and cuts her hand, holds it above the altar. You imagine blood falling into this little bowl, and then she sort of takes her hand and looks like she's pulverizing something or crushing something, and then mixing something together. She's chanting while she does this. "Forgive me, mistress. I have no love but thee. Forgive me, mistress. I have no love but thee. Keeps on chanting that. And then you guys, for a brief moment, just see this chapel and the altar and the bowl burning, consumed by fire. And then the body of the zombie spontaneously combusts and catches on fire. And then she turns to you all as she's burning herself, kneeling by the body. Time for us to go to Shah. And she just disintegrates. And all the sword wraiths just fade away.
I look at Kira. What the fuck did we just... What?
That.
You know, when I was in that whatever it was, I was trying to burn the body too. I don't know why, but
That's odd.
Yeah, guys, what happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna poke through the ashes. Look if there's anything of value.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Strangely,
A real tragedy.
in the
Real
ashes, you find an onyx knife and that same bowl that Baretza saw piled up in the remains.
Onyx knife and ritualistic ball. And I have this goblet. I put some ashes in the ball in the goblet and I hold the knife. I just kind of look at them. Nothing. Okay.
I guess this ball, if I look at it, do any see any like symbols on it or glyphs?
You take a look at the bowl, and it's just made from finely polished onyx, but there's no symbols in it. The outside is black and the inside is purple, and she was speaking about Shah. Anyone can make a religion check to try and recall more knowledge about Shah, the god Shah.
Nice, Sweet Lou.
nice.
Alright, she's also known as the mistress of the night. She is basically an evil deity of darkness and shadow.
So she's the god of hookers.
Basically, like creatures of the Shadowfell could like worship her. Sort of like a little bit similar to the Raven Queen, but more dark and shadowy. More evil than the Raven Queen.
Alright, yeah, these
Where
were
did this
Satanists.
knife come from? To be honest, like, this room's empty. What the fuck? Anyway, guys, we are no closer to finding our paladin friend.
I mean, he's got to be here somewhere. I saw a bunch of these ghost guards come out from the southeast.
You guys hear something just coming from in this door.
Damn it, bears, keep your booze down.
That's not me.
This is the same tower that Kira saw something move in.
I'm gonna mage hand it open without telling anybody.
Alrighty. You mage hand the door open. Look inside.
How big?
A small room. Looks like it might have been a kitchen once, but it's pretty much empty. Just fragments of wood around on the ground here. And as you look inside, there's something in there. You see this strange looking creature. He has this weird buckled and deformed chainmail. He has this bent longsword. A bent holy symbol, the sun. Red livery. But he looks deformed. He's sort of hunched in the corner, and when he sort of stands up with this deformed figure of his, turns towards you. Starts shuffling forward. Has
Yeah,
these
I'll
weird
go-
arms that end in spikes.
What the?
Yeah, I was gonna go in anyway, so I'll go in to like. Hi. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Starts limping towards you.
I'm just gonna put out my hand to him, kind of like a dog.
Where am I? Where am I?
Oh wow, I remember the location's name.
Hexholm.
Yeah, you're in Hexholm.
No. No. I don't know where that is. Where? Where am I?
It's the middle of the swamp, unfortunately. I'm more interested. Who are you? Are you the paladin we're searching for?
I don't know. Where am I? How did I get here? I feel cold and alone. Please. I just need a hug. Please.
I mean, everyone needs a friend. And I go in to hug him.
Alright, when you hug him, suddenly these like 6 arms just burst out of his side, ending with long spikes. And he just like grabs you, and the spikes start piercing into your flesh.
Oh God!
And that's where we'll end today's session.
I need an adult! I need an adult!
Shit, it's a necromorph.
6 arms. God damn it, Sam, with your tentacles.
You had to say friend.
It's a necromorph. It's a necromorph. Go for the arm.
I didn't know. I didn't know Sweet Lou was into that kind of stuff.
He's a friendly kind of guy.
There's 6 claws jutting out of his side and another claw in the nether regions. You hope it's a claw.
Oh no! Form of weasel, and I'm getting out.
God damn. He's gonna have to make another character.
I might have to with 6 claws. He just gets bent in half like a
5
Jason
claws
movie.
And unidentified appendage.
Yes.
Oh God, that's how it hooks you in.
Oh, why did you have to say it?
Alright, we'll see what
Maybe
happens.
maybe it's a special hug.
Next time,
no.
It does look like a special hug, actually. So.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
I won't know what happens because I'll be on vacation next week. Oh God, I'm
Yeah,
scared.
we know exactly what's gonna happen.
I have that level of exhaustion now still.
Sweet Lou's going to be pregnant by the time he gets back.
Yep.
Oh God.
Okay, so
The xenomorph.
first we did Vor, and now we're doing like weird.
No, it's a necromorph.
Thanks,
The
guys.
necromorph going into a xenomorph.
It just goes through the butt instead of the throat this time.
Repository.
None of this is good. The things that are being said. None of it.
Colonoscopy.
You guys are taking this campaign in a crazy direction, I'll tell you.
I'm sorry. The way
You didn't
it
even
looks.
tell Stingy Widget that Bereza's son's already been born as well.
Yeah.
How fast do orcs breed? Jesus.
It's a lizard.
We're like,
Yep.
no, it's my
I
baby.
rolled
We
She
it
call
found
him
an egg
Razor.
under her bed, and it like hatched
Oh.
into a little lizard. And then she
Oh.
thinks that's like their child.
But it is my baby.
Yeah. I think I rolled a like a
It's
3
something.
on my nature check. So
Oh, Thursday remembers
it's
when he
raises too,
hatched
so.
out of his egg. Thursday remembers when he hatched out of his egg.
Yeah, it just pushed right out of that shell.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Kira thinks it's just normal as well because that is actually how Dragonborn are born.
Yeah, because at first it was like an episode of Maury. It was like, "Oh, Bowser, I had your baby," and then she showed her him to me, and it was on the picture. It was like a blue lizard, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck, Iris? You have some explaining you gotta do."
That's what I thought Seb was taking it to.
Yeah.
I'm like, that had nothing to do with me. Oh my god.
Cause like
Jerry Springer.
if you were honestly bringing it at that point, I was gonna grab Kirith by the throat and pick him up.
Just like, what did you do with my wife?
I never thought about that. That did look suspicious. Okay.
It looked really suspicious.
I'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Later,
Good
man.
to have you back as well, Tyler, and have a good vacation.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.